Call of Duty Warzone 2 release date has leaked, along with a Call of Duty Warzone 2 map leak and other gameplay details, and the community is debating what they want to see crossover. Some are not happy about Warzone 2 not bringing over their cosmetics from Call of Duty Warzone. I'm going to give you all the information right here at the beginning of the video. The video is a little bit longer because it's a live stream and I discuss these with the audience, so make sure you hit subscribe and the bell button. That way you are here for these discussions, and these quick updates help you get all the pertinent info. This is a Reforge update. Call of Duty Warzone 2 has a release date leak that may be pointing to a staggered release after Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 release date. We've also got feedback on the map from players who have seen it, appearance feedback, what does it look like, and then features and skins are they going to carry over, and what features do fans want to see brought over into Call of Duty Warzone 2. I'm going to put it all in this video for you. They're very quick. Hit subscribe and the bell button so you don't miss the uploads, and be sure to check out Reforge Gaming where I stream live. So the release leak, according to GameSpot.com, there was a deleted image that appeared and it showed internal documentation relating to readiness for various upcoming Activision Blizzard launches, and that image has since been deleted, which means some of this is probably reliable. You typically don't see images deleted if they're just totally made up. Call of Duty Warzone 2 could be launching November the 16th, which is several weeks after the release of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which is landing in October. So we're seeing a staggered release strategy here if this is in fact the release date, which makes sense. This kind of a weird situation to begin with, to have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, one of the most anticipated releases of this year, and then Warzone 2, also a highly anticipated release. They don't want to step too much on each other's toes, and they also want to give that reason for folks to go into Modern Warfare 2, usually unlocks and things like that. There was also a Warzone 2 map leak. Industry insider Tom Henderson revealed an image of the entire map, including every POI, point of interest. Swimming makes its debut and will be crucial traversal within the experience of the map. And a Warzone Pro player claimed to have seen the new map featuring a match with bots, and they shared positive impressions about that. The map and the modes actually look good, according to a streamer. Streamer Metaphor allegedly saw the new Warzone 2 map and claimed it is a beautiful in-game map. They're thinking that it looks wonderful. I've got comments about Modern Warfare 2, so just hang on. But when asked about gameplay, Metaphor responded, "I have seen gameplay of Warzone 2, multiplayer, DMZ, Warzone 2, and I can confirm it looks gorgeous visually. The buildings are detailed on the inside better, and the movement is more grounded." When asked if the new map resembles Verdansk, Metaphor claimed Warzone 2 plays like a mix of Blackout and Caldera. So for fans of Blackout, for fans of Caldera, that's probably welcome news. According to Metaphor, you're getting a bit of a mix of both. Now, Crim6 has criticized Modern Warfare 2, while others are saying Warzone 2 looks great. Crim6 is saying, look, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 doesn't look that good. He said he was playing on a $5,000 computer and was legitimately wondering, is this the build they made for Android? Now, he claimed he was joking. Maybe he's willing to walk those comments back, because negative comments about Call of Duty can get you into a bit of a sticky situation if you're a Call of Duty content creator. But those were his comments on Modern Warfare 2. Apparently, everybody thinks Warzone 2 looks great. Right now, the community is debating what features should come forward. A Reddit post seems to indicate that loadouts are the most wanted feature to carry over in to Call of Duty Warzone 2, as well as a very simple inventory system. People really like how the inventory is simple in Warzone, and they also really like the loadouts. Some are not happy about the fact that skins and cosmetics will not be coming with them. Curious what you think about that. Many people sort of thinking, hey, my stuff should come with me. I'm going from Warzone 1 to Warzone 2. I have my own thoughts about that, and I typically discuss these things at length over on Reforge Gaming. You may be watching the Reforge Gaming VOD or the upload on Reforge Updates. So wherever you are, hit subscribe and the bell button, and I'll see you in the next video. And I'll see the rest of you right now. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. If you are watching the VOD and you were not here, be sure to make sure that you're trying to be here for those live shows. If you can't be here, as a reminder, we have lots of sponsors below that we work with, and today's shirt is a Venom shirt from 80stees.com. Always remember to use code LONO over there if you'd like to buy one of the shirts from their collections over there. Sorry about Discord. Good morning and good afternoon, Discord. Thank you guys so much for being here. Go through your daily ritual of smashing the like button. Switch over to live chat. Curious what you guys think about this with the Modern Warfare 2 release date being in October. Actually, November the 10th? No, wait, hang on. That's not right. It's an October release date, is it not? When are they releasing? October 28th is the multiplayer, and the campaign is October 20th. That's kind of funky. I freaked myself out there. I was like, did I say the wrong thing in the open? I was fairly certain that Modern Warfare 2 was releasing in October. So it looks like October the 28th, and then you can get in a week early in the campaign. So the game is landing multiplayer 28th, and then we're looking at the 16th for this proposed Call of Duty Warzone 2 release date, and that's a Wednesday, which is kind of weird. That's the middle of the week, 3 weeks after. See, that's not a Friday. I kind of wonder if this is a legitimate release date, seeing that it's landing on a Wednesday. I mean, maybe they would release it differently because it's free and it's Warzone and it's different. Can't remove slide cancel, and then it turns bottish, says Treethal. I actually saw people debating slide cancel. Is that something that's being debated right now, like whether or not they should remove slide cancel from Call of Duty Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2? Campaign early access with pre-order October 28th. Well, then when is Modern Warfare 2 officially releasing? Because what I just looked at, it looks like October 28th. Wait, that's the official release date, or is that the early date? I thought October 28th was the official release date of the game, and then you could get in a week early. Because I just saw in the news that it basically has 3 release dates now. Modern Warfare 2 has 3 release dates now. One for the campaign, the 20th. One for multiplayer, the 28th. And then one for what? On top of early access, pre-ordering comes with a few perks. I don't understand. The first of the series, access to the full game on 28th. Yeah, I don't see anything for November. So Modern Warfare 2 is all in October. You can just get in earlier. If they can't find a way to properly add sound to it, remove it. Oh, is that the issue, that you basically slide and you slide cancel and you cancel the noise so you can basically traverse the map quickly without the punishment of sound? I think that actually does need to be addressed. I don't think in a game like this you can have ways for players to basically undo sound. Like, I don't think you can do that. I don't think that's a good idea. Sound is king in these games. I remember when I got Turtle Beach headphones and I played Call of Duty World at War. I had people accuse me of cheating all the time because I could just hear them coming. They were like, "You're using a wall hack." I'm like, brother, I'm playing on an Xbox 360. I wouldn't even know how to do that. It was literally because I was using headphones and could hear them coming. Like, that was the reason that I was able to get them. So, like, sound is massively helpful in these games. I remember that being a primary complaint I always had with Fortnite. It was like, goodness gracious, could you guys seriously, like, fix the sound? It was like you could never hear where anybody was. It was incredibly annoying. Incredibly annoying. I have changed my mind about... There we go. We are going to be doing some other streams today. We are going to be diving into Timesia. We are going to be diving into the new Sea of Thieves adventure. So we have a whole bunch of stuff still for you today. And one of the reasons for that is we like to showcase lots of things. But this morning I want to talk about Call of Duty with you guys. And I actually think the slide canceling is a pretty good debate to start off with. Slide canceling resets your tactical sprint so you can move around the map faster. But the devs have said it wasn't intended and that they don't like it. Well, then I would say kiss it goodbye. If they're saying they don't like it, it's not going to stay. There's no way they're going to leave it. You know what I'm saying? I would think that anytime you have something that allows people to undo a mechanic in the game, I think you're gonna see it get adjusted or tweaked. I don't think publishers, I don't think developers, I don't think they like people being able to do that. They don't like people being able to say, hey, you know, you guys have this thing in the game where I'm supposed to make sound when I walk around. Yeah, well, I'm going to completely undo that with this button press pattern that I've memorized. Most developers don't like that. You know, and players don't like that. I mean, at one level, it's more important that players don't like it. Nobody wants to play a game and have some guy's kill cam be a dude going slide cancel, slide cancel, slide cancel, and then he comes around the corner and you were oblivious to his location because you're sitting there thinking, oh, I'm not hearing anything. I'm good to sit here, you know, on this final circle. What's good, Birdface? Good morning, Feed. Good to see you in the chat. Guys, go through your morning ritual. Switch over to live chat so you see what everybody's saying. Top chat's no good. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can type in the chat and smash that like button. All of those things are free, and that should be part of your morning ritual. You know what's not free? Membership's not free, and it comes with a whole bunch of perks, so consider becoming a member for $5 a month, or you can gift members to people in the community if you want them to join in on the fun. This Friday night, my wife's got to go back into Elden Ring because we did hit 1,500 members before I went out of town. Now we're pushing for the next milestone is 1,800. We'll come up with something for 1,800 if we hit it, but 2,000's the big one. That's what we're going for. Warzone 2 was supposed to be next-gen only, but after console slow rollout, they walked it back. Wait, is that official? Have they officially walked back the fact that Warzone 2 will not be next-gen only? I completely missed that announcement. When was that stated? I feel like we covered that. We covered that it was going to be next-gen only. I don't remember seeing anything about it not being next-gen only. Slide cancel creates issue in sound, map traversal, and closeout speed. It needs to go. It's basically an exploit. Like, I'm not trying to call you out if you're using it. Like, if it's currently in the game and it works, it's hard to get on somebody for using all the tools at their disposal. But if you're doing, well, I mean, what are they? I'm assuming, are there videos about Call of Duty slide cancel out there? Is this like a hotly debated thing? I wonder what the pros think. The pros sometimes land on these things differently. They think, well, no, it's totally fair. It's a traversal skill that has to be learned. And then other pros are probably like, no, it freaking ruins the sound. You can't do that. Reminds me of the bunny hop issue in Apex. Crap needed to go, said Eugene. No zombies, no interest, says YouTube Lurker. I hope multiplayer goes better than Vanguard, but I will be skipping these 2 years. Rumor is Zombies is going to stand alone, says Creature. Yeah, it sounds like Call of Duty Zombies is going to be its own thing, like off to the side, made by a team that's like only doing that as a standalone launch. I actually think that makes sense as they just continue to silo Call of Duty. I could see Zombies landing in its own silo. James Carr kicking the day off with the first super chat tip, $5, and says, you're number one. Thank you so much, James Carr. Who wants to be the first coffee order? Who wants to be the first member or gifted member? Let's see it. Let's see it. We got a reveal window for a trailer of a game called Inkulinati. What on earth is this game? It's an ink-based strategy game, and it's coming in winter of 2022. Okay, you're about to lose these items on an old domain. I don't care. Thank you guys so much for being here this morning. We are currently discussing Call of Duty Warzone 2 release date leak. That is the main subject, but there's other things that we're obviously discussing. What features do people want coming over into Warzone 2? You know, we're debating now slide cancel. Pros use it, but most say it's game breaking. Yo, good morning, Mac. How are you? Quick Google shows available for last and current gen. I don't know. Maybe it was a leak that it was going to be next gen only, because I remember us covering that Warzone 2 was going to be next gen only. I remember covering that, and it seems that that has changed with, you know, a variety of reasons, I'm sure. One of them being console saturation is not where they probably want to see it. Just got here. Seems like leaks are becoming intentional and used as free, easy marketing and probing of consumer reaction without the responsibility of owning it. The only reason I don't know if that's what's going on this time, Distorted, is because the image has been deleted. So typically, if a leak is bad or intentional, they just let it go. Like, if it's not real, they just leave it alone. They're like, whatever, we don't care about that. I mean, there was those Summer Game Fest leaks, and everybody just kind of ignored them. And then there was the Bloodborne leaks, right? With the Warzone 2 leak, to me, I'm like, why would you delete it? And the way it was revealed, it was like an image of a bunch of games' release dates. So I do think you're right, Distorted. I do think there are times where companies, the stuff gets leaked. Oh no, a leak. And I think sometimes that's not the case. In this situation, when I look at the circumstances, I say, I think this was an actual leak. I think that the Warzone 2 release date, they wanted to keep that locked in for a couple of reasons. Number one, they probably want to focus all their attention on marketing Modern Warfare 2. They want to get as many people interested in Modern Warfare 2, because there's plenty of people that are going to be like, well, Warzone 2 releases a couple of weeks later and it's free. I'm going to save my money. I don't need a campaign, right? I'm not saying that a lot of people would do that. Modern Warfare 2 is going to have insane sales, but they're probably thinking, let's maximize to the absolute highest amount. And if people know that Warzone 2 is releasing a couple of weeks later, it might actually make some people say, I'll just wait. I'll wait. You know, they might make us play Modern Warfare 2. They might make us not play Modern Warfare 2. I'll wait and find out and then make my decision. They want to hit those record sales week one. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if they were planning to say almost nothing about Warzone 2 until Modern Warfare 2 was out and in everybody's hands, or once they sort of maximize pre-orders. They know when pre-orders have kind of slowed down, and then they would start kicking out some Warzone 2 marketing. What's the date, they reckon? Oh, sorry. So to catch you guys up if you're just getting here, the apparent date, according to the leak, is November the 16th, which is a weird date because it's a Wednesday. I don't know if there's significance to that date. I don't know why they would want to do it in the middle of the week. Maybe they're going to be doing something on the 16th and then the 18th, because the 28th is the official release of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and then supposedly Warzone 2 release date is November the 16th, which is 3 weeks later, 2.5 weeks later, in the middle of the week. I'm definitely not buying it. I just want Warzone 2. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people are like that. You know what I mean? If a lot of people feel that way. They're like, I'll just wait. Wednesday sounds like an early access day. Right? Doesn't it? I mean, what's the early access date on the campaign? Is done charging and ready to go? How? Oh, I didn't use it as much yesterday. They need that full staff in-house for a launch, says Creature. They don't want those servers turned into the wild on a Friday. I actually wonder if that's actually a very good reason. You know what I'm saying? That, like, hey, we want to have all hands on deck, man. Warzone 2 is a big deal. Warzone 2, Warzone 1 still doesn't work right. Lamau, yeah, they're leaving Warzone 1 behind partially for those reasons, Josh. They have basically said that the spaghetti code of Warzone 1 is so bad that a lot of times they can't even find a bug or find a reason why something is happening. Give me Favela, Skid Row, Wasteland, High Rise, all the maps. Rust will be a whole new level of crap show. Yeah, probably. Hello, Christina. How are you? Isn't that a week after Ragnarok? That is a week after Ragnarok, Smashville. Yes, Ragnarok is November the 9th. What's good, Kid Creed? I just want more maps for the open world style zombie maps. Anything over more PvP. I guarantee you they will fill staff the first weekend regardless. Oh, they'll be full staff. Butter says, sounds like a 2-day early access. How long is the early access for the story? Why would they do early access for Warzone? It's free. Like, how would they do that, I wonder? Do you guys think they're going to do Warzone 2 early access? I mean, how would you do it on a free-to-play game? I mean, maybe they'll have packs that you can buy. Like, if you buy the Battle Pass, maybe that's what they'll do. Like, pre-order the Battle Pass and they'll let you in 2 days early. I was behind, but yeah, slide cancel was an unintended mechanic, says Sven, so there's always going to be a hot debate about it. Modern Warfare 2 owners get early access. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Yeah, MJ and Eugene are thinking alike here. Yeah, if you buy Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, they're like, hey, you can get into Warzone 2 early. all those people that are waiting for Warzone 2 will be like, dadgummit, fine. Use that coffee command. Thank you, Evan. Who wants to be the first Reforge Roast order today? You're watching Reforge Gaming, by the way. Reforge Roast is our coffee. It's in my house. My wife and kiddos ship it to you. You're not buying from some sponsor where I get a kickback. So it's wonderful. You can check out the flavor profiles on our website at reforgeroast.com. They want people to buy the game for early access. Yeah, I think that's actually a really, really good theory. My opinion on slide cancel is very simple. Very simple. If it's in the game, use it. But that doesn't mean it should be in the game. Like, there's a giant difference between, hey, if you're trying to be real quiet and real fast, this works, okay? Use it. That doesn't mean that it should be in the game, right? Whether or not something should be in a game is usually determined by whether or not it's good game design and the devs want it in there. So if it's unintended, well then no, it shouldn't be in there. They need to get it out. I'm surprised they haven't already done it. Slide cancel also breaks the camera when coming from cover. What do you mean by that? Like, does it negatively affects the person doing it? Has the stream started or is my YouTube messed up? Somebody tell Greenside we're good, we're live, refresh. YouTube has been being a butt the last couple of days. I mean, we're having good turnouts, but man, they are being such jerks with how they treat us, like blips and like buffering, and then they won't put us in search results. I think we're showing up in search results this morning. I did a test incognito. I think we might be back in the good graces of the algorithm. Yeah, even Warzone 2, we're like 4 down. So if you search Warzone 2 or Warzone 2 release date, yes, we're finally in there. That's good. That's good. I'm happy to see us showing up in search results. Yo, Splataw hitting an entire year milestone. That's a long time to be a member. Welcome back in. Thank you for renewing. 12 months. Late to the party, but good morning. Good morning, Michael. Greenside said, stupid YouTube. Yeah, come on, YouTube. Get your act together. The person slide canceling has an advantage because the cancel will allow them to see the enemy before they can see them. If you slide cancel around a corner, the player you shot never sees you because the camera didn't show you on the dead guy's end. What the huh? So it causes latency in the game? Is it because you're moving in such a weird way that, like, it fails to resolve with the host server and then the other guy doesn't even see you? That's ridiculous. I don't even understand why. How is that? This is exactly why they have to leave behind Warzone 1. Warzone 2 needs a new, like, to leave behind all that crap. That's ridiculous. Ping can be exploited. If you have high ping, you want to rush. First stream since Elden Ring days. Good seeing you this morning. What system will you be on with Warzone 2? Yo, what's good, Isaac? Yeah, a lot of the Elden Ring FromSoft guys, man, they disappeared into thin air. We lost a lot of people that were here all the time. I'm not sure what the reasoning was. Maybe they just literally only want to watch Elden Ring, but good to see you. I will probably play Warzone 2 on the Xbox. That's usually where I play. I don't have a preference. That's just that's like a weird habit. That's just typically where it gets installed. And it's so overpowered of a moment, you can't not use it because you're just the dummy getting shot if you don't, says Creature. Sweaties and pros absolutely live by slide cancel, though. They take it out in Warzone 1 or 2, and players will be ticked. Yeah, but I don't care if people are using it or if people get mad. So what? They'll get over it in a couple of weeks. You can't have stuff in the game that's literally breaking the game. Like, you can't see the guy coming around the corner and you can't hear him either. Like, you can't leave that in the game. That's not a slide cancel issue, more like an issue with the Warzone servers. Yes, but if it's a movement in the game, so if player A is moving from position 1 to position 2 in a way that's not intended, it makes sense that the server doesn't resolve that appropriately. It's like, wait, what did they just do? And then it's too late. You're talking about milliseconds of time. Milliseconds of time. Coming around that corner, and they're like, I don't even know what happened. I don't even know what killed me. That's because high ping, says Butters. Not hearing it there is an issue because of bad programming. You'll be able to slide, you just can't cancel it, says Jake. Pretty sure that was already talked about by the devs. Multiple people said this morning that Call of Duty slide cancel is something the devs said, no, we don't like it, that's not intended. You know what I mean? Watch any stream, even Timmy, if a player is not slide canceling, they get clowned. Well, this is a problem then, right? If it's essentially now an actual intrinsic thing in the game and they remove it, are the people in chat going to be right that like, oh, people are going to be ticked? You can't remove it. People are going to get really, really mad. Like, is that true? You know what I'm saying? Sounds 100% like the Apex bunny hop. It had to go. What was the Apex bunny hop? Casey says it's not ping. LAN with 5 millisecond ping, it's a game problem. So, Casey, you're telling me if you slide cancel on a corner, it does it even on LAN? Exactly what they say. It's a shame. Most pros don't want it, says Casey. They want slide canceling removed. Is that what you're saying? It's not a skill issue, says Eugene. It's breaking the game. Yeah, you're doing something that's breaking the fundamentals of the game. Apex is bringing back tap strafing, aren't they? Yeah, I don't know. Yo, what's good, Vasilios? Good to see you. I saw your comment last night. I know a lot of you guys have had life changes, work changes. You're lurking now more than talking or having to watch the VODs. I greatly appreciate that. I love seeing those comments. I appreciate you guys that leave those comments. And thank you so much. Always remember to smash that like button, though. That helps the video, even if you're watching the VOD. Every time we hit a milestone, we're setting our sights right now on 200. Try to get us 200 likes before we've been live for 30 minutes. That'll be huge. Consider becoming a member for $5, or you can gift members. You know, $25, you can hand 5 people a membership and let them experience what we do. Bleep's already doing it. Bleep knew I was doing it. So grinding audio only, but I pop by sometimes. Well, thank you, Vasilios. I appreciate that so much. Quiet Shy says, come on, chat. Get those likes up. Yeah, get those likes up. And make sure and claim those gifteds. There they go. They're going fast now. Noah Jordan grabbed one. Josh Weldon grabbed one. Kabuto Black, Classic Xander, and Kevin George. Our first 5 gifted members of the day. If you've never had a membership before here on Reforge Gaming, we do daily talk shows and we do a daily membership only stream at the end of the day. So make sure that you are in our Discord so you don't miss those. YouTube doesn't do a great job of alerting you, but I always ping the Discord when I go live anytime, even if it's members only. And every Friday night we do a members only stream where my wife and I play some games, and once a month it's community game night. So next week, August 26th is Jackbox. You don't need to download or install anything. You just need a spare phone or tablet to play Jackbox. It's a blast. Tier 2 members are going to get in first, and there's usually only 6 to 8 spots for Jackbox, and then the rest of the audience can still continue to play. So maybe consider upgrading to Tier 2 or just become a member so you can be here on those Friday nights. Eugene says, it's going to sound strange, but it sounds like a health issue. That many inputs isn't good on your hands. What? Slide canceling? What are you talking about? Yo, what's good, Snow? Good to see you. Hex was here yesterday. People who have played early have stated slide cancel is not in the new Modern Warfare 2. That doesn't mean once it comes out, someone will find a new way to break it again. Right, the one guy literally said he thinks people will find out ways to exploit within the first 72 hours. The one pro said that. Lewis says, we need hackers out of the game. Ricochet is terrible. Biggest news of the last few years, Dead Island 2 has a release date. Oh my gosh, does it really? Oh, Hex is here today too. There you go. I hit 16 months membership on the main channel. Might have to transfer membership here though. Vasilios, whatever you want to do, you definitely would, benefit more from being a member here because you get perks here. We don't do members-only content on the big channel anymore. We just upload first looks. We'll have a roller drone first look probably over there today. I really enjoyed it, and we'll send you guys over there. I have an idea, Creature, that will let us redirect without premiering. I'm going to be real sneaky. I have a whole plan that won't make us premiere videos, but will still let us redirect. The video just can't be published yet. Grim Reaper with a 2-month milestone says 2 months awesome. I might not talk a lot, but try to have the stream on every day at work. Thank you so much, Grim, for supporting the channel with a membership and listening every day. Proto says, I believe with Warzone 2, we will get whatever grounded movement system has been refined for Modern Warfare 2. Cold War's movement was left behind, hopefully, but new movement metas always emerge with quality of life. He's usually listening as he takes his 30-minute morning session on the throne. There you go. That's the way to do it, Snow. Everybody's got to have that morning ritual. You know, don't mess with the man's ritual. Let him be. Let him be. What's good, Zero? Good to see you. Just tuning in, says Big O. When's the leaked release date? November the 16th. Call of Duty Warzone 2 release date leak is November the 16th, which is like 2.5 weeks after the official release date of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So they're looking at a bit of a staggered release, and the image was deleted, which makes me think it's real, right? Over 300 watching and under 200 likes, says Bro Sexy. He says, hit the like button, people. Bro Sexy's calling you guys out. He's saying, listen, there's over 300 folks here. Let's hit that 200 like milestone. Thank you so much, Bro Sexy. I love saying that name. It's a great name. God of War sandwich between. Yeah, Ragnarok is sandwiched between. I don't think that's going to hurt it in any way. I think that game's highly anticipated for very different reasons. And, you know, I think we'll continue to see the Ragnarok marketing ramp up as well. Like, we haven't had a Ragnarok state of play, so you got to give them time. Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2 are massive, though. They're really going to dominate the marketing, and the only title left standing right now is Ragnarok. Everybody else is kind of leaving the fourth quarter of the year. Delays all over the place. Boom, like. Thank you, Royal Duck. I appreciate that. Call the lurkers out. Get the likes. Yeah, if you're lurking and you're listening every day and you treat me like a radio show, it's totally free to smash the like button and say good morning. And just that little ritual helps the channel immensely, because it says, hey, the people that are interacting with this content are doing more than just listening. I'm being dead serious. Like, lurkers, you got to have that ritual every day and then go back to listening. I love you. You're the best. It's also like a week before Thanksgiving, so give it a chance to disseminate and not crash the DL servers, but hope for huge numbers on the long weekend. Yeah, possibly. What's good, Willie Kale? Is cannibalizing themselves releasing Overwatch 2, then Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone back-to-back like that? I don't really know, Dan Zatasik, because I don't know how much Overwatch 2 is really going to have that crossover with Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone are going to be tied together for a couple of ways. I think we've already got a pretty good locked-in theory here of what's going to happen. November the 16th is probably early access for Warzone 2, and that's probably going to require you to pre-order Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. You're going to have to pre-order Modern Warfare 2 to get in early into Warzone 2. So they're going arm in arm here, all right? And you also have to remember that Warzone 2 is free. So you're not going to deal with a barrier of entry. It's not like they're asking you to buy 2 titles. Now, obviously, there's battle passes and cosmetics and things of that nature, but no one has to spend a dime, right, to get in. All right, see you tomorrow. All right, Snow, see ya. So I actually think the way they're doing it is totally fine. Now, Overwatch 2, funny enough, may be the weakest horse in the pack, to be honest with you. Like, it's a super popular title, but it's probably going to see a lower number compared to Call of Duty and Ragnarok, because Overwatch 2 has had a bit of a sullied runway with their changes that they've made, and I don't know. I know Overwatch is incredibly popular, but I feel like Overwatch 2 is in a weird state with their PR and the way they've handled the game and the changes and stuff, you know? It's also going to be free to play. Oh, is Overwatch 2 free to play? I didn't know that. I mean, I guess I probably should have assumed that. A lot of people think Overwatch 2 is just Overwatch with the 2 next to it. I think Overwatch 2 is going to flop. I mean, it's definitely got stout competition, because when you're going up against, I mean, that's a double whammy if there's ever been a double whammy. Like, Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 in the same span, like, a month, within the same month of each other. That's insane. That's so many people. That's a groundswell of gamers just playing Call of Duty. That's right. They're going to do it free with the battle pass and no loot boxes. Yeah, we didn't report on that, but I saw the articles. I liked Overwatch 1, but I haven't looked at 2 once. I mean, the pros weren't happy because they adjusted player count, and that was really frustrating for them. You know? I've got some discussion questions for you guys, all right? I want you guys to weigh in on whether or not you think the release date is likely given the timing of the Modern Warfare 2 release date. Yo, Emp Reb jumping in as a brand new member. Get it. Love to see a brand new member all on their own. We've had a lot of gifteds, and if you've got a gifted last month and you want to jump back in, it's $5, and you get a whole month of content and access to extra rooms in the Discord and all of my extra shows that I do. So welcome in, Emp Reb. Enjoy the dope badge and emotes. You're dope and deserve dope stuff. Make sure you're in the Discord if you're a member. You will miss members' content if you don't do that. YouTube doesn't do the greatest job of letting you know. So, Overwatch 2 is free, though. Yes. Who leaked the Warzone image? I don't actually know who leaked the image. What's Good Sideline Podcast? A 3-month milestone for Infinite. It's a new day, you the best. Now that my daughter started kindergarten, I'm happy I can be here every morning. Psyched for my PS5. Yeah, I snagged a PS5 yesterday. I had to do the Horizon Forbidden West bundle, but I wanted to get a second one. There's some games I want to play with my wife, and it'll just be really nice to have a backup. Like, how bad would that be? Like, Ragnarok launches and, like, my one and only PS5, like, suddenly has a problem or something? That'd be terrible. Then I also don't have to move it. I can have one in the living room and one in here and not have to constantly move it. Just saw pre-order Modern Warfare 2 available on Xbox One and PS4 and new consoles. Thought it was Xbox Series X and PS5 only. Is this a recent change? Modern Warfare 2 was never an indication it was going to be next gen only. Warzone 2 was there were leaks that it was going to be next gen only. It was never confirmed, I don't think. I think all of them are doing cross-gen support. Birdface with a $5 tip through Super Chat. Your content saw me through getting kicked out, new job, work injury, getting fired, and the downs of the new job. Now I'm married. Thanks for the content. Hey, you know, life has ups and downs, bro. The point is, you just got to keep pushing forward. Whether you're on the peak or the valley, you just got to keep going forward, man. That's what I've done. And I'm telling you, that sounds like a dadgum Hallmark card, but it's freaking true. Sven says, I'm thinking about snagging a second Xbox for my wife in the bedroom. She's been wanting a Blu-ray player. Figured I might as well get a game on it, too. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind having a second Series X as well, just so I don't have to move them, you know, and also it just makes co-op easier. Like, if they finally get Sea of Thieves into a good spot, it'd be real easy for my wife and I to play, just 2 Xboxes in the living room, you know what I'm saying? Lono helps people get married. That's what I got out of it. You know what helps people get married is really, really good coffee. A nice cup of coffee in the morning is a great way to start your day and have a conversation with a loved one. Get Reforge Roast today at reforgeroast.com or use the coffee command in chat. That was too good. That was almost too good. I don't want to do that. I don't want to sound that commercial. That was almost too good. I shouldn't do that. People are like, this freaking guy, like, just constantly doing commercials for his stuff. The Warzone 2 has already been confirmed for 2022. November 16th or 18th is likely, with not much time left, says Hilly. Once Modern Warfare 2 launches, Warzone 1 will see a drop, so they need the train to keep going, says Hilly. Hilly says they need to get players invested in Warzone 2 before the holiday for the sales and the micros. I actually think you're probably right, Hilly, that this date is pretty locked in, because they really, really want to have that momentum going into the holidays. Buying the battle passes, buying the cosmetics. I mean, they'll probably do Christmas cosmetics, you know what I'm saying? Some jingle bells, some Christmas lights, some Santa hats, you know? That's easy money right there. False, I drink the coffee and I'm so lonely. Well, Zubair, you know, I would say you were probably an only child, because you probably don't share it. You know, you're selfish and you love your dark roast so much that might be a cause for the loneliness, you know. Share it, you know. Invite a nice lady over for a cup of joe, and I think that would probably change things for you. That would probably change things for you. Clip that for sure. Oh, for sure. Is this the Truman Show? Yeah. It wasn't Ovaltine, but it was something like that. Just like promoting something in the middle of the conversation. He's like, who are you talking to? They need to steal more skins from artists. I can't believe that. Listen. You can hate on Midnight Society and Dr. Disrespect, but bro, that skin is like a 1-to-1 match to the skin from Midnight Society. I mean, it's the same dadgum thing. I'm like, what do they think that they're doing? Donovan hitting a 3-month milestone. Love your life tips, man. You're the most caring streamer I've ever encountered. Well, thank you, man. Thanks for being here. Glad to see you hitting 3 months. I believe you got it gifted yesterday, so somebody took care of you. The invitations are separate, says Distorted. Yesterday they had a stock on PS Direct. Oh, yeah, that's how we got it. That and the White Dog one. Yeah, that one and the White Dog one, man. They're just Control-C'ing it up. They're like, oh, yeah, can we copy your homework? Is that okay? We'll make a few minor changes. What the frick? Control-C, Control-V. That's exactly right. All right, so you guys think the release date is likely. All right, then this is my next discussion question. What features do you want to see carry over into Warzone 2? There was a Reddit post about Call of Duty Warzone, and the most common feature that people were saying they want to have carry over into Warzone 2 was the loadouts. They thought, man, Warzone loadouts are fantastic, but the real question was, would Warzone skins carry over? Like, that's not a feature, but people are pretty upset about that. But as far as features, people like the simple inventory in Warzone, and they really, really love the Warzone loadouts. So they're hoping that that carries over. Is there anything else that you guys think, man, this feature has got to come over into the new game from Warzone 1 to Warzone 2? Plunder mode, no plunder, no fun. Yeah, if there's no balloons and there's no plunder, dead game, right? Dead game. If you don't do plunder and you don't do any balloons, then dead game. Dead on arrival. Cheaters, Lamau. Ben's like, you know, my favorite thing about Warzone 1 is the cheaters. Be sure to bring those over so we can have a parity of experience. I don't want it to feel that much different from Warzone 1. So Warzone 2 is really going to need a lot of cheaters in order for me to feel like my experience hasn't changed much. Just kidding. That's all that will come back. That's the only feature that's coming over. Your skins won't come over, but the cheaters certainly will. So many balloons. That's right. They better have a gulag. You're still special. They do the invitations as well. Oh, you guys are still talking about how to get your hands on a PlayStation. Yeah, I used PS Direct yesterday. I did the invitation thing, and I've not got an email yet. Will my wall hack still work? You're right. That'd be such a funny video. Some guy's like, listen, all you guys out there worried about your Warzone skins carrying over, I really need my Warzone cheats to carry over. I really hope that my Call of Duty Warzone wall hack bot, or whatever they call them, I hope it better come with me. If my aimbot's not cross-gen, then I'm not playing your game. Like, can you imagine that as a forum post and the guy's like dead serious? He's like, listen, if my cheats aren't coming over, then I'm not playing your game. I will boycott this game if my cheats don't come with me. The cheats will be there, don't worry. The companies have argued there is nothing wrong with cheating or illegal. Yeah, I love that. I absolutely love that. Can that cheating company please just put Bungie through discovery? That's all I want. I want I want the truth about that company to finally come out, right? You know what I mean? Not some IGN puppies. Please. Can that cheat company, if you guys didn't see that cheat company argued that it's not illegal, or what do they say, that there's nothing wrong about it? They actually are arguing there's nothing wrong about it. I want to see that. I want to see a Call of Duty cheat maker be like, hey, listen, we're just providing a service. We're not doing anything to hurt Warzone, right? Warzone 2 cheats, here they come. I'm a man of the people. I'm helping the little guy. I'm helping the people without skill. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing illegal or wrong about this, right? Am I holding the first look? Yeah, hold it. I have an idea. Creature. I have an idea. So, yeah, hold it. I have a theory of something we can do with redirect. Not illegal and does no harm. Not their fault. Bungie's too important to stop them. Too funny. Yeah, it's too impotent to stop them. That's not too important. I just bought a year subscription. This cheat better work, or at least let me change my sub to one that does. That's right. I don't like the cheat makers, but it was hilarious to hear them call them incompetent. No, impotent. They called him impotent. I was like, I was kind of rooting for them a little bit. I was like, I like this. Just call him self-righteous too. Be sure to throw that one in. Supposedly they stole the same dog design. Oh, yeah. The Call of Duty skins that are getting stolen from other games, that's totally a thing. Did you see the Midnight Society one? It's like 1-to-1. Paul, where are you? I need that image again. I couldn't believe it. They also said Bungie should be working with them. They should hire us. To a certain extent, I wonder if sometimes companies would do that. Sorry I'm late, but what's the date? The Warzone 2 release date leak is November the 16th. Now, that's a Wednesday, so we're theorizing that that's early access. Like, if you buy Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, you'll be able to get in 2 days early. I think the official Warzone 2 release date is November the 18th, and the 16th is early access. I've been convinced this morning by chat that that's what's going on. Was the argument that they didn't do harm to the dev, just other players, so the dev didn't have a standing to sue? Maybe, Zubair. That might be the angle they're trying to take. Although, it wouldn't be very difficult for any dev with their weight, you need a legal department with at least, 2 brain cells to rub together. That would be like, well, you're harming our product. You're harming our product. So, what do you want? Well, I don't want to click on that. Hang on a second. I just need the image. Let me show you this image. This is a Call of Duty skin that was blatantly stolen from Midnight Society, Dr. Disrespect's company, and they're making their game Dead Drop or whatever the frick. We've covered it on this one. Okay, open image in a new tab. I don't need some frickin' article from that company on my stream. Here we go. Look at that. Twinsies. Here we go. Can I copy? It's that Spider-Man meme. You know what I'm saying? Can I copy your homework? Look at that. The face shape and everything. Like the little chin guard piece coming up and like poking in on the cheeks. Look at it. Look at the little Iron Man chin guard and then coming down and then a skull behind a blue screen. That's amazing. It's amazing that they thought that this would be legitimate. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. I want to meet the guy. What's good, Lufi? Which one is which? The one on the left is Docs. This one back here in the background. The one in the background is Midnight Societies, okay? And this one on the right is Call of Duty. Absolutely. I want to see the guy that did this in the meeting. They're like, all right, Joe, explain this to us like we're 5 years old. What the frick are you doing, man? Why are you out here copying skins? What'd we hire you for? You know what I mean? What are you doing? The dog one, the Flu Furry Tracer pack, yeah. And then it's like identical, like everything's the same. It's just unbelievable. This guy says, so the first guy says, I'm Salen. I'm the original artist that the upcoming Call of Duty Vanguard Samoyed skin was plagiarized from. I only just found out at the time of the announcement that my work was plagiarized. Even though I am a Call of Duty player, I'm very disappointed to see my work being plagiarized by a big company like Activision in this way. I've reached out to Activision for an explanation and/or compensation, and hopefully the situation will be settled soon. As an individual artist, I can only do so much, and I have to speak out about this to stop things like this happening in the future. So, yeah, like this guy did this as like a passion project, and they literally stole it. They apologized, but not to him. He should be compensated. This guy should be paid money. Look at this. It's unbelievable. Like, the thing on the right, he made as a passion project. How is that not... it's the same thing. Look at the scarf. He has a case. This guy 100% has a case. He should sue. He 100% should be suing. The bag on the left, it's the same skin. It's 1-to-1. They didn't even try. They didn't even try to hide it. It's just unbelievable. He 100% should sue. That's his work. That's a 1-to-1 copy. That 100% he should be awarded compensation. Just write him a nice fat check for $1 million and then call it a day. Someone's getting fired. Yeah, what in the frick are you doing? You have more money than God. You have more studios working on Call of Duty than any game in existence. What in the frick are you stealing from artists for? There's no reason for that. That would be like Disney stealing from, well, maybe they do too, I don't know. But that'd be like Disney stealing from a fan. Like, are you freaking kidding me? Can he afford to sue? Activision would drag their feet, prolong the case, make the legal fees crazy expensive. Oh, yeah, well, probably, frick. Could we get 300 likes on the video? We got 10 minutes, and in 10 minutes we'll have been live for an hour. So we do multiple hour shows. So we still got a long way to go. I still got more discussion questions for you about Warzone 2 release date leak. That's what we're talking about today. I've got more discussion questions for you. I asked people what features they would want to have brought over from Warzone 1 to Warzone 2. So make sure you're smashing the like button. It's free to subscribe, and it puts me in your feed all week. I'm doing live shows throughout the week. And make sure and say something in chat after you subscribe. We love to meet the new folks, the new members of the community. We appreciate that very, very much. Disney's been stealing stuff for decades. In America, you can sue McDonald's for spilling your own coffee on your lap. I'm sure you could sue. It would be cheaper to settle than to drag out the legal fight. Yeah, they could. It's going to cost them money, too, to drag it out. Just cut him a check. What the frick? You stole his work. You guys look dumb. You look dumb. You're a multi-billion-dollar industry, a multi-billion-dollar franchise, and you're stealing from some artist. You look like a bunch of idiots. Disney sat on the name Galaxy's Edge. It was and is a very popular book series on Amazon and Kindle. That's not quite the same. There's a big difference between stealing one-to-one artwork and like, well, we like the name, you know what I mean? And we want to name our place after this. And you're like, well, that's a book. Screw the check. He should just ask for credit. I would want a check. Give me a check, bro. I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Why don't you just give me a royalty split on it and we'll call it a day. He'll make more money in the long run credit than he will with the check. McDonald's was actually at fault in that. They were purposely heating coffee to unsafe temperatures. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Give him royalties? Yeah, royalties would be better than a check, right? Can you imagine? Warzone skins just selling hand over fist. Funny thing about the coffee case, it's the textbook. McDonald's got everything coming to them. Tiki Cup Disney sells is stolen. Really? Give them early access. Call it even. She had third-degree burns. Yeah, I can't imagine spilling coffee on yourself and getting third-degree burns. What in the frick are you doing to that coffee? How did it not burn the cup, you know? Disney has stolen fan designs of spaceships for Star Wars, 100%. They were in the sequel trilogy, if I recall. Well, that's crummy and scummy, man. That's really crummy. I do think, though, this is worse, right? It's all bad. Stealing artwork is bad. But when you're going to steal artwork from somebody and then sell it to the public, like, hey, that was a ship I came up with, and it ends up in some show. Like, okay. They're not selling, like, I guess if they sold it as a toy, you might have an argument. Lucasfilm stole ship designs. That's crummy, man. McDonald's was heating coffee to 190 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm sorry because it probably really hurt her and, you know, probably affected her life. But, like, just reading that is comical to me. Like, why were you doing that? Like, number one, why didn't OSHA get involved? Like, you have employees handling the coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like, McDonald's like, listen, everybody, training seminar, coffee needs to be hot. And here at McDonald's, it's going to be hotter than everywhere else, damn it. Why? Why does it need to be that hot? Because we want customers to remember us. And we also don't want them to be able to taste how bad our food is. So when the coffee burns their tongue, they won't taste how crummy that Egg McMuffin is. Burn the skin right off their mouth. I am an anime and wrestling fan and a fan of RPG, crime games, and fighting games. Well, Byron, I'm glad to meet you, and I'm glad you like those games. Thanks for being here. The lady spent months in a burn ward, but it's often used as a dog whistle for frivolous suit. That's hilarious. How they turn that whole thing around. They're like, listen, and the employees are like, aren't we in danger? Aren't we not in danger handling coffee at 190 degrees? For McDonald's coffee, the whole situation was due to the complaints from the customers about their coffee being cold by the time they got home. Oh, they were trying to meet customer complaint. I get it. It was also back in the 70s and 80s. Jeepers. Do you know what coffee's not too hot? Reforge roast coffee's not too hot. It's just right. Order Reforge roast today. I work at a rehab and nursing facility, and we have to document our coffee temps now and give them to the administrator because something like that happened at one of our sister facilities. Gee, many Christmas. Do you know what brothers were named this? No, I don't know what brothers were named that. How do you go from cold coffee to third-degree burns? Hot. Seems like they overcooked it. They really overestimated the need. They really overestimated the need. So we were talking about Call of Duty Warzone features that should come over to Warzone 2. And in the mix of that discussion, there are people that think their Warzone skins should come over. So if you have a Warzone skin, it should just automatically be a Warzone 2 skin. Right? And the question would be, is that a legitimate complaint? Right? Is it legitimate to say, listen, we bought all this stuff in Warzone 1, it should be able to come over to Warzone 2. I see both sides of this. I do. I see both sides of this. About, when you invest in an ecosystem or what feels like a platform and you buy stuff in that platform thinking, hey, this is my character. This is how I exist in this world. New game, new fresh start, says Grim. My Snoop Dogg skin better transfer, says Mr. Glum. Thinking Call of Duty wouldn't force you to buy again? Apparently they are. Is it a new game? Then it doesn't carry over, says Abe. No way, leave them out. Warzone 1 is still playable. You want those skins? Go there, says Jake. So Jake says, listen, you get to keep those skins. Go back and play Warzone. Call of Duty Warzone, still up and running. You can go use those skins you paid for. That's Jake's position on it. Casey says it's a new game. What other game do you get to carry over? That's a good question. You can get the skins on Warzone 2 for half the price. Now, Spriggle, are you making that as a suggestion, or are you saying that they're going to do that? No skins carrying over, says Doom Reaper. Playable for now, says Mr. Glum. Well, that's true of every live service game, is it not? Is it not? Every game is playable for now, if it's live service. Oh, you were being sarcastic, Spriggle. There was an expectation that this live service game would last longer, says Robert. So Robert is saying, do you guys think this is legitimate? Robert's saying that folks expected this game to last longer, and that's part of the frustration. Like, hey, I thought I was going to be able to be in this game for a pretty long time. Is that a new Plague Tale gameplay trailer? How long is it? 5 minutes? Wait, when did this come out? I think we've seen this, haven't we? Yeah, we've seen that. I feel like we've seen that. Lawsuits that actually weren't ridiculous. There you go. Legal Eagle's got a video on it. Overwatch 2 skins are carrying over, says Mike Quad. If they introduce the old skins in Warzone 2 and you have to rebuy them, people are going to be ticked, says John Always. I actually agree with that. Right? Yeah, I'll cover Plague Tale when it drops. I like the first game. I actually think that's fair. If you bring those skins back to Warzone 2, that's pretty irritating. Eugene says that's fair. It's like 2.5 years old. That's a short period of time. Overwatch 2 is not a new build completely. Listen, if they're busy stealing skins from artists and Dr. Disrespect, I would think they could bring over a couple of your skins and be like, hey, thank you so much for supporting Warzone 1. These skins are going to carry over, like a handful. Like, what they would do is they would do a report on the market, and they'd be like, okay, 80% of players have this skin. Let's bring that one over. Let's give them a starting pack of skins from Warzone 1 as a thank you, as like a, hey, thanks for supporting Warzone 1. Here's Warzone 2. But if they start selling them again, I agree with that. I'd have a pretty serious issue with that. You get like a month into Warzone 2 and they're like, hey, we got this brand new skin for sale. And you're like, that was a skin that I bought in Warzone 1. It really is just DLC. Well, Spriggle, the problem with letting people pick the top 5 or 10 skins to carry over, that would mean they'd have to recreate every single skin just in case you pick the one that nobody else was picking. Does that make sense? That's why I'm saying they could run a report on their own community and be like, these are the most popular skins. Let's do a top 5 skin pack for all Warzone 1 players. Every Warzone 1 player that jumps into Warzone 2 gets a 5 skin pack to kick off their career with as a thank you. Guys, we've been streaming for exactly 1 hour. These streams are usually 2 to 3 hours long. Every hour, YouTube wants me to run ads, and I don't do that. I find that to be too disruptive to the live stream environment. I leave it to you to monetize a live stream environment. I think it's better to do that. So consider becoming a member, doing a super chat, or gifting members. We try to do that on the hour if possible to show YouTube that that's a better way to monetize live streams than to disrupt them with advertisements. Live streaming is not like an upload where you can have an ad beginning, middle, and end. It doesn't quite work that way. So consider doing that right now. I'll say that on the hour just because I'm trying to deliver good metric data to YouTube as a test case because we're one of the more consistent and successful live streams on the platform, and that's something we've been consistently trying to do. At the very least, if you haven't pressed the like button or subscribe, do that. Hitting like is free. Subscribing is free. A membership costs $5. Is this considered an ad? Yeah, the difference is I can just keep on going. It doesn't stop the stream and cause buffering. I don't have a skin in the game, says Infinite. Smashville says no different mode, but I hope DMC is good. Yeah, the DMC mode is going to be in Modern Warfare 2. That one's like the Tarkov. That one's like Tarkov. Mark Owen says at Dr. Disrespect. I don't think he's here right now. If Doc's in chat, that would be a real treat for me. I'm a big fan of the Doc and want to work with him, but I don't think he's here right now, Mark Owens. You're trying to at him. I don't think he's here right now. Yo, Mike on the mic with a $5 tip through Super Chat says, yo, good morning, fam. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Good to see you in the chat. We appreciate that so much. And if you guys are enjoying the content, there's easy ways to support. There's free ways to support. You never know about the two-time. I had to laugh when I was playing Spider-Man. The guy's introducing J. Jonah Jameson, and he's like, Jameson? J. Jonah Jameson's? Jameson? Which is it? Frick. I'm doubting myself now. Anyways, he's introducing him, and he's like, he says that he's won this award, and in the background, he's like, two-time! Two-time! It made me think of the Doc. I was like, that. I hope Doc enjoyed that. Somebody should clip that and send it to him. Jameson. Yeah. J. Jonah Jameson. I had it right the first time, and then it sounded weird. I was like, wait, is that right? Yo, what's good, Jocko the Taco? Good to see you today. Good to see you. How is Call of Duty going to have a Tarkov mode as an extract? Yeah, it'll be an extract mode. Yeah. I'm getting game reminders for soccer. Coaching my daughter's soccer team is such a blast. Morning, Lono. Morning, chat. What's good, Killshot? It's a good day. Holding my new baby girl and listening to the smartest man in gaming. Well, that's overpraised, but I appreciate it, man. Enjoy those moments with the baby. It's so great having a kiddo. I loved having a babe around the house. I don't want a babe now. My wife's always trying to convince me to have another one. I'm like, no, I'm good. The two-time's an absolute legend. That's right. Extract mode equals Tarkov. Div 2 is Tarkov, I guess. Well, no, Butters. No, that's not what we're saying. You're creating something that wasn't stated. The DMZ mode in Modern Warfare 2 has been described by people that have seen the details or seen the gameplay as being similar to Tarkov, and that's one of the points of similarity, is that you're extracting. No one said an extract mode equals Tarkov. Nobody said that. They're saying it's going to be similar to Tarkov, and one of the points of similarity is that you're going to extract. I believe one of the similarities also is that there's going to be like PvE enemies and stuff, which, to be fair to the Dark Zone in the Division, they definitely did that before Tarkov did. Like, Div 2 and Tarkov actually do kind of have a lot in common to a certain degree. You know what I mean? Personally, I'll just stick with Tarkov. Most of the world sees extract mode and says Tarkov. Yeah, well, with all due respect, suck it, Division. Your Dark Zone sucked balls, and somebody came in and did it better. Seriously. I hope offense is taken. The Dark Zone sucked, and then they did survival and it was awesome, and they've done nothing with it since. So I hope the Division is frustrated by that. They screwed up, and they deserve to get left in the dust. Dark Zone sucked balls, and survival was dope, and then they did nothing with it. Yo, YouTube Lurker coming in with 5 gifted members. Jerry Main, Alex Humphreys, Joey Downer, Angel, and Anthony, right there. 5 brand new members right there on the hour. That's awesome. If you're a brand new member, get in the Discord, man. Get in the Discord. Let's see. I don't like you. I don't know how you got back here, but I don't like you. There you go. Don't come back. Survival had so much potential. It did. It did. Division Survival is the greatest BR ever made. Well, I don't know about that. Survival was really good, but I don't know if it was the best BR ever made. The Dark Zone during the original Division 1 beta was peak Dark Zone. It only went downhill from there. That's crass, Lono. Don't say that. Say munch nuts. Yeah, the Dark Zone munched nuts, dude. It was awful. It was awful. I mean that. Heartfelt. They deserve to get left in the dust because they pioneered something and they couldn't get it. They couldn't figure it out. Warzone 2 is on PlayStation. I'm ready for all the Sony shilling today. Shut up, Abe. This is weird. I can't accept gifts anymore. Why? Dr. Red, did you do anything with your account? Did you switch it to branded, or did you switch it like off-branded or something like that? Yo, what's good, Sky? If my friends actually played Warzone, I'd probably be more excited for Warzone 2, but right now I'm excited for Modern Warfare 2. You know what I'm excited about with Modern Warfare 2? Is the campaign. I'm dead serious. I love a good Call of Duty campaign. I do. Lono, I haven't been getting noties since you came back from holiday. Didn't know you had gotten back. Got the noti. Just got a noti for the gift. Are you freaking kidding me? Tons of people. We've been getting a very good response from our existing sub base and our browse. So that might be on your end. I don't know. Maybe turn the bell off and turn the bell back on, because we've had great numbers all week, and it's not been from being found through search results or through suggest. It's almost entirely been our sub base. So I don't know. You might want to turn it off and back on again. The bell, literally. Sometimes you can unsub, resub, turn the bell on, and like jar its memory, and it'll fix it. Yo, what's good, Conks? How are you? Yeah, okay, so the Warzone 2 release date leak is November the 16th. November the 16th is a Wednesday. So we are theorizing that that's early access. You'll be able to get into Warzone 2 early by 2 days if you buy and own Modern Warfare 2. That's the working theory right now. For those of you interested in the Warzone 2 release date, November the 16th was the date that got leaked. YouTube has been notifying me of the members-only streams now. Well, that's good. I'm just doing community posts to let you know they're happening. Is that what you get the notification for, Call Me TK? The members-only community post? Or do you get a separate notification for the stream itself? Glad to see you back anyway. I know I'm a bit late to the party. I mean, you're good. Glad to have you back. Hopefully other people start seeing us and we start, hitting their bells and they come in. Now that I have my PS5, I'll have it soon. I need to get my hands on Returnal, Ratchet & Clank, Miles Morales, soon Ragnarok. Hyped, but don't tell Mo. I won't tell anybody, Disordered, that you're now a PlayStation 5 fanboy. What if they're trying to compete with God of War? I don't think you get it for the stream itself, TK? Really? So is it an email or is it like a notification in the app or the website? Where are you getting that notification and what does it look like? I'm genuinely curious if they're actually starting to send out noties for members-only content. I'm not seeing a big jump in our members-only viewership, which is kind of disappointing. I think we got to get back into that rhythm because before we left, we had way more people hanging out at the end of every day, and now we have way less, and I think it's just because we were gone for a week. It's a notification on my phone in the app. Okay. 5 hours of turn it off and back on yesterday. My internet was out. Oh, that's the worst. I always get members-only notifications? Oh, well, good. Good. I get member stream notifications too, says Ryan. Well, I hope that continues because we want to see more people. If you're just tuning in, we're discussing the Warzone 2 release date leak. Do me a favor if you're enjoying the content. It's free to hit subscribe and it's free to hit the like button. The thumbs up button actually helps out the video. Let's shoot for 300 likes, and we've gotten some new subscribers today, so welcome on into Reforge Gaming. I am a Safe for Work broadcaster. I'm here Monday through Friday. And hang on a second, we'll approve that. And each stream is about 2 to 3 hours long. A lot of people throw me in the background of their day like a radio show. Seems like we're growing. Oh, we're definitely growing. You can't stop us now. My bell was off. Well, there you go. There's the answer to your quarry. Oh, no. One of our better players isn't going to be there this Saturday. Shoot. She's really good. Like, it's so cool when they're that age, like 8 and 9 years old, and you can already see the skills forming. It's, like, so cool. Like, it's like, we need her on offense every game. And then they RSVP to the games, and she RSVP'd no. And I was like, frick. Thankfully, we don't have a game this week. It's just more practice. So we're not missing her in an actual game. My membership ends tomorrow, but it hasn't been letting me into member streams this week. That's weird, Mike, that like the week it ends, they don't let you in. That's not how that should work. Cool Venom shirt. Thank you. If you ever are here and you like my shirt, it's always from 80s Tees. I will start wearing some of our own merch that we launched on the coffee site. But the Venom shirt you can get over there at 80s Tees in the Marvel collection. Be sure to use my code, Lono, for 30% off. If you're just tuning in, we've been discussing Warzone 2 release date, theorizing how to get in. I asked the chat what features that they wanted to come over from Warzone 1 to Warzone 2, and then we kind of debated about, funny enough, you guys were cool with this. I thought there was going to be more people upset about this. The Warzone skins not coming over into Warzone 2. I saw people upset about that, but it seems that you guys are totally cool with it. You're like, nah, it's a new game. It's totally fine. There did seem to be some folks that would take issue with the fact that they like resold them, right? I suggested taking like the top 5 Warzone skins and putting them into the next game as like a thank you pack, you know. Hey, thanks for supporting Warzone 1, you know. What do you think of the Sony PC launcher? It's a lot of smoke, no fire. I looked into it. And the article that said, the headline is kind of a lie because they said that there's info about it. Lamau, how he says query? No, I said quarry. There's 2 different words. You can say, they both mean similar things, but you can say my quarry. It's a different word. The PC launcher, yeah, is a lot of smoke, no fire. It looks like they're going to let you like link your accounts or whatever, but that doesn't mean they're going to do a PC launcher. That's not what that... I think they're jumping to a conclusion. They said there was proof of a launcher. No, there's proof of account linking. Those are not the same things. Josh says, if they bring back the old skin, then let people buy it. If you bought it already, you don't have to pay again for it. Yeah, I'd be okay with that. No, I've not seen it yet, T-Bone. Actually pretty good. And better jokes than Love and Thunder. Yeah, I'll watch it tonight. Wasn't it only data mined? It's inside of the Spider-Man port, yes. I'm blipping bad today with the audio. I'll be back. We haven't had too many complaints today about blips, but yesterday we had a lot of people saying it was acting up the entire time. I love ADTs, but sadly, their comic session doesn't go up to dinosaur sizes. Sorry, Misery. Yeah. Of course, Spider-Man had account linking code in there. still in there from the PlayStation version. Yeah, but why would that be in there? I was only half listening and working. Yeah, there's two different words, right? A query and a quarry. My quarry, right? Aren't there two different words? Or am I dreaming? Or is it just that I've always heard people say them differently? A quarry can be a place. It can also be extracting, cutting into something. Maybe I'm wrong here. A diamond-shaped thing? Yeah, quarry is... I don't think you can use quarry in the way that I used it, though. I think I use it inappropriately. Quarry is with rocks. An answer to my quarry. Isn't a quarry like a land thing? Yeah, but I thought you could say that. I swear I've heard people say that, like, an answer to my quarry, or, oh, can we answer this man's quarry? Like, I thought that was a phrase or a word that you could use in that way. I might be completely and utterly wrong. It's also a term used for prey and adversary. Frostbite says, Warzone is funded by skins. People stop buying skins eventually. They make a new game, so you buy skins again. It makes zero sense to give any skins away. I mean, I think we need 23 more likes on this video. We're slacking and it's hurting us. We got to get those likes up. No, not quarrel. I wasn't thinking of quarrel. I know about that word. None of these Q words even sound real now. Yeah, they all sound fake. Vulcans say it alone before asking a question. Huh. Maybe I'm just saying it wrong. That's probably what it is. It's good, Lono. I'll buy the 80s T-movie shirts where I can. I love the Voltron I got last time. Oh, nice. I would say though, Frostbite, it goes a long way, like when Fall Guys did that. When Fall Guys went free to play and they gave people that paid, right, for the first game, like a thank you pack, I think that goes a long way. To be like, hey, welcome to Warzone 2. Here's a free skin pack for being somebody. As long as you spent money in Warzone 1, they just give you a skin pack, just as a thank you. They gain a lot by that, don't they? Because think about what that does. It makes you feel good. It makes you want to go in. You start messing around with the skins. You start messing around with the customization. Now you're more prone to maybe spend some money because you've looked at it. Now you're looking at your buddy and you're looking the same and you're like, ooh, everybody's using these same 5 skins. I want to go buy a cool one, right? I don't know. I could be wrong on this. There could be market research that, you know, there could be market research that points in the opposite direction. But in general, I think that they would win a lot by doing that. That's my opinion on it. I'm not saying they have to. I'm just saying you probably have a lot to gain by treating your customers in that way. Yeah, you know, 10 billion people. I'm not sorry, 10 million people. They could pull records of people who played and logged into Warzone 1 and release a free pack, maybe with the top skins purchased. That's what I said. The most popular skins. Do like a top 5 pack and just say, hey, thanks for being a Warzone 1 player. Here's our top 5 pack from Warzone 1. These were the most popular skins. Here you go. Like, think of it from this perspective. Warzone 2 skins, you can't reuse the ones from Warzone 1. You can't do that. You would irritate people if you just start selling the skins from the first game. Well, then why not get some capital out of them? Grab the top 5, put them in your game. It's a great springboard to the new game to celebrate the old and to move on into the new. And then the people that spent money in your first game are like, hey, that made me feel pretty good. Probably think of Inquiry. No. Take the top 5 skins and use them for the pack would be a great idea. Right. Quit quieting the questioner's query. Yeah, I just said it wrong. 100%. We did all the research, chat. We've concluded that I said it wrong. I said it incorrectly. Most operators aren't in the new game, so skins can't carry over, says Casey. Wait, so are the most popular skins operator dependent, Casey? I was not aware of that. I'm not a big Warzone player. I played it with the community a handful of times. We did like Plunder and like community game nights. Helix Music hitting an 8-month milestone, renewing that membership. Welcome back in. Morning Lono, I haven't been this excited for a new Call of Duty since Black Ops 1. Any chance we'll have a community game night with Modern Warfare 2? Yeah, I could see us doing a Modern Warfare 2 community game night and then a Warzone 2 community game night. Once a month we do a game night, so why not? Creature says, I can go with the loyalty pack thing, but no one should have the expectation of skins carrying over from one game to another. It's just not realistic. I definitely agree, because listen, I see both sides of the debate. I do. I see the side of the debate of being like, I invested in your live service game. It felt like a platform that was going to go on for years and years and years. And 2.5 years into the life cycle of this platform, I got to go to a new platform and lose everything. I 100% see that side. I don't necessarily agree that their case is compelling, but I think their irritation or their feeling about it, I think is legitimate. It's like, what? What do you mean? Imagine if they would have done that with any other live service game. Imagine if they would have done that with Destiny 2. They would have launched, and then 2 years later, they're like, oh, we're leaving this game behind. Here's the new one. Yeah, you're starting all over again. They were actually supposed to do that according to the freaking contract, and they didn't. And I guarantee you some of that was related to the community. Would have been like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to start all the way over. So I'm not saying their case is compelling, but I'm saying I think their feelings on the issue are legitimate. Like, hey, what in the world? You know? And I think the pushback is you can keep playing Warzone 1. That's the pushback. That's the answer to their frustration. We're not shutting the servers down. They announced this a year ago, so if you bought anything in the last year, whose fault is that? Oh, they officially announced Warzone 2 that long ago? I thought it was all leaks and rumors until very recently. I mean, I think it was assumed that they were doing it. What was it? Was there an official Warzone 2 announcement? Warzone 2 announcement. Activision confirmed Warzone 2 is set to release later in 2022, and a leaked internal document claims that it's going to be November the 16th. When did they officially announce it? Wow, Warzone 2 footage a day ago, 20 hours ago. I'm just getting all the new stuff. Are you sure they officially announced it a year ago? I'm not expecting anything for free, but when is Warzone 3? 1 year, 3 years? I stopped buying on the announcement. Yeah, like what Robert's saying is a fair question. Okay, Warzone 1 and then Warzone 2 came out 2.5 years later. Are you guys going to do the same thing? Is there going to be a Warzone 3 in 2.5 years? You did use the word incorrectly, but you were trying to use it for a person and not information. Query is the correct term for questioning or looking for information. Quarry is a mining place. It's also a person that the authorities are looking for. Oh! I need to find my quarry. Like, yes. Maybe that's why I'm jacking it up. Yeah. I bet Warzone 2 will have more longevity. Oh, I think you're right, Sven, but I think it's a fair question. Yo, what's good, Swag Lord? I'm not sure down to the date, but we covered it a long time ago that assets would not transfer. Yeah, but was any of that official? I think that's where I get muddy on this, Creature. I get foggy. I don't know how much that we've covered has been official. When was there an official statement made about Warzone 2 from the devs? When? I want to know. I can't find anything. I know I covered it. That doesn't mean it was official, though. Warzone 2 confirmed, maybe? Activision has confirmed Warzone 2 is set to release in 2022, and now leaked internal document claims the date. Yeah, so, but when did they confirm it? That's the question. Yo, been a while. Yo, what's good, Dan? You good? I'm great, man. Thank you for asking. You didn't think it's because of the next-gen consoles? Modern Warfare release on PS4? I'll dig to get the date. There was also so much of what we were looking at for Warzone 2. It was all Warzone 2 leaks. It was, oh, it's only going to be next gen. That was a leak. Oh, the new map, the new mode. That's a leak. Yo, it's good, Gabriel. I don't think it was official, just all leak from reputable leakers like Tom Henderson. That's what I'm saying. At what point has there been an official confirmation that Warzone 2 is coming? I genuinely don't know the answer to that question. I'm good, man. Your morning live streams really invigorate me, even though I don't engage in the topic a lot. Working, hey man, that's part of the charm and part of the draw to the show. Another reasonable question to ask is, has any other game ever done asset transfers between sequels like the players are requesting? I don't recall this ever. I believe they're doing it for Overwatch 1 to 2. But that might be one of the first. The second I hear assets won't transfer, I'm not buying it. Worker lurker for the win, that's right. Also, query is pronounced query. Query? Isn't that what I said? I said query. Query. To query something. You know what really invigorates me? Scorching hot dark roast coffee. Yeah, 190 degree hot roast dark roast coffee. Hot roast? Can we get 7 more likes on the video? Let's hit that 300 like milestone. We're getting close. We might hit 400 viewers. Thanks so much for being here and enjoying the content, discussing the Warzone 2 release date and the leak. If you weren't here, the apparent release date for Call of Duty Warzone 2 is November the 16th, which is a Wednesday. So we are theorizing that's early access. The official Call of Duty Warzone 2 release date is probably November the 18th. And if you buy Modern Warfare 2, they will probably let you in early. That's the theory that we're cooking up. What Call of Duty's ever taken skins from a title to the next? But what Call of Duty title has ever been a live service platform that's ongoing? So see, the problem with your question, Creature, is you're creating they've never done this before. Yeah, you're right. They've also never done a live service platform that went on for 2.5 years. It's a different animal. The last 5? No. None of those games were live service platform ongoing games that went for 2.5 years. They were annual releases, so they were basically supported and added to for a year at a time. Season events and DLCs. But the names were changing. Nobody walked into Cold War and was like, oh, my stuff from the last Call of Duty should come over here. I'm not saying that the skins should come over. I'm saying the expectation makes sense because it's a different situation. It's a different situation entirely. Call of Duty Warzone is a completely different game than anything they've ever created. It's a platform. It's a live service platform. According to Wikipedia, Warzone 2 announcement was February 11th of 2022. So they announced it 6 months ago. On in this year. That's according to if Wikipedia's got the information correctly. I'm saying 2 things. I am not saying the skin should come over. I'm saying this is a different animal entirely. It's not an annual release. It's not a name change. We're not going from Black Ops to Cold War. We're not going from World at War to Modern Warfare. We're literally going from Warzone 1 to Warzone 2. The only time they've ever done this was with Black Ops and Modern Warfare, and those were annual releases where they changed the number, and they alternated every other year. So nobody expected to go from Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3 and have everything come over, because a different game launched in between them. This is different. I know it's a new title. That's not an argument. You're just stating that's an obvious statement. Yes, it's a new title. I'm saying people being like, "What? I thought my skins would come with me." I'm not going to bash them and call them an entitled dum-dum. I'm not going to do that. Because it's a live service platform and it's the sequel to it very early in the life cycle of the live service platform. It's very early. 2.5 years. Boom. Here's the sequel. Can I bring any of my stuff with me? No. Oh. It's not an annual release. It's not a name change. I get why people might have thought it was coming with them. I do. I get it. I don't have a PS5 or an Xbox Series X or a high-end PC, only a PS4 and retro console, so I have to retract my opinion on many of these topics until I upgrade. Oh, I understand. If you're a Call of Duty player, you know the drill. Why expect different? Makes no sense to me. I'm so glad you phrased it that way. Here's why it's different. Here's why. They stepped onto a landscape of game type and they're breaking format. Fortnite and Apex Legends aren't doing what they're doing. So you have to consider something. There are tons of people who probably had zero interest in Call of Duty annual releases because the arena-style gameplay either burned them out or didn't appeal to them. Fans of battle royales like PUBG, H1Z1, Fortnite, and Apex were like, hey, Call of Duty's got a battle royale, let's go check it out. And 2.5 years into that platform's growth, you look at their player base numbers, you can't look at me with a straight face and tell me those are all Call of Duty fans. They're not. They grew their footprint and their platform by appealing to a broader audience than just the COD audience. They appealed to the BR audience, okay? And so I think a ton of people come into the game, and after, you got to think of how many people came into Warzone a year ago. They're like, oh, it's been a year. I bought all these skins and did all this stuff. Here comes the sequel. Does any of my stuff come with me? No. What? Like, I don't think they're entitled dumb. I don't think they're ignorant. I think they're genuinely like, wait a minute, I just got involved in this game. I just got involved. Fortnite's not doing that. Fortnite just keeps on going. Apex just keeps on going. If Fortnite 2 comes out and does not pull skins to 2, I'd be like, WTF. I guarantee you, Fortnite 2, people will expect to bring their skins with them. There are people with OG Season 1 skins. There are people with really rare skins. There are people who have bought every skin that's ever come out. And I guarantee you they're going to think, Fortnite 2, baby, I want to bring my stuff with me. It's commemorative. It's like my collection. It's my badge of honor. It proves I'm an OG. Guarantee you there'll be people that expect that. Does that mean that they should do it? No. But I don't think it's wrong to be like, I spent all this stuff, man. Let me bring it with me. This is a Season 1 skin. You can't even get this anymore. Low-hanging fruit grab, because you know there won't be a Fortnite 2. We don't know that. Fortnite 2 could come in the form of the Fortnite universe, and it's a metaverse of mini-games made in the Fortnite engine. And people might think, I want to bring my Fortnite account into the Fortnite universe, and I want all my skins to come with me. I want to be Boba Fett. I want to look like Darth Vader. I want to like Captain America. You better frickin' believe that if they do that, which I think that's what their plan is, I think their plan is to literally have a Fortnite metaverse or a Fortnite universe. That's why they're unlocking and releasing the Fortnite engine to just let people build games in. That's what they're going to do. And when you enter that universe, I think that people are going to expect to bring their account with them. I want to bring my Fortnite account into that place. I'm telling you, I don't think, like, I'm not saying that the company should. I'm saying I get why people think in that way. I wouldn't be surprised if Fortnite 2 lacks certain things if they can't get deals for licensing, royalties for those items. I don't know. I mean, they print money, so I don't know if they would lose any of those licenses or deals. That'd be kind of weird. I think any company that's attached themselves to Fortnite has made a handsome profit. We haven't got a single coffee order today, folks. Who wants to be the first order a Reforge roast? We've had a couple gifted members and new members, so thank you and welcome to the new members. I also think Fortnite was written in that way. Let me come at this from a completely different angle, right? Let me come at this from a completely different angle. When you play in a traditional Call of Duty experience, there is not this intrinsic tether to the game where you have a character and you have all these things you're doing to your character. You don't have like a presence in the game. Traditionally, at least, Call of Duty was not like that. Now, there might be recent releases where they've dipped their toe in that because it adds loyalty and it makes people come back and play more. But the way that people approach Fortnite and Apex is that's your character. You've got unlocks, you've got skins, you've got all this stuff. It is a far more interwoven experience. They are in the game. It's their character. It's their account. And I think that's why there's an undercurrent of an expectation of, I want to bring my account with me. When I go from Warzone 1 to Warzone 2, I want to bring my account with me, right? We brought our Guardians with us into Destiny 2. Now, nothing came with us, and there were people that were a little irritated about that. They're like, could I at least bring my emblems to remember some of the things I did in the first game? I'm bringing my Guardian with me. You want to reset my guns and my light? Fine, but could I at least bring my emblems with me? There were people that wanted that, and I thought that was a reasonable request. Like, hey, man, like, I'm bringing my account over. It's my, like, that's the difference. You're not buying a brand new game with a brand new story and a brand new title. You're buying the continuation of the ecosystem. So you're like, yeah, I want to bring my account over there. I don't think it's an unusual expectation. I think that they're well within their right to say no. It's a brand new game. It's a brand new experience. Your stuff can't come with you. They might even say, technologically speaking, we've rebuilt everything to give you a better experience, and that stuff's not compatible. To make it compatible would have been a nightmare, and we're just not doing it. So that's my opinion on it. Is I want to have space and be empathetic and sympathetic to people that are like, man, I invested a lot in this game, and in my mind as a consumer, I have a Warzone account. I can play Warzone anywhere, and all my stuff is there. I have an account with you. I'd like to bring my account with me. That's why they are recreating it from the ground up. The more longevity they tried to add, the more it went wrong. Oh, for sure. And I don't know if they're going to have that kind of a candid conversation with the community and be like, hey, listen, the truth of the matter is we're going to do this, and we're going to be able to have a much longer lasting game. That because we've stripped so much from the game. We've streamlined the pipelines, the debugging, all of it. I don't disagree with you. I just don't understand it being an expectation. I think it's very easy to understand a gamer viewing their account as something that comes with them when they go into the next game. I think that that's reasonable. They didn't make us make brand new Guardians when we went from D1 to D2. Why? You have an account with them. You bring your account with you, right? Like, it's one of the fundamental arguments about why cross progression should be a thing. Why? I have an account with you. Let me bring my account. That's why everybody got mad when they booted up Fortnite on the Switch and none of their Sony stuff was there. It's like, no, I have an account with Fortnite. I bought skins in Fortnite. It should come with me. They weren't allowing account syncing, and that got resolved. Why? Well, because the mindset of the player is different now. I'm not buying a standalone title. I am creating an account and building and adding to that account as I play. It was a terrible account. We lost everything until they sold it back to us. But we got to keep our characters, their design, what they looked like. It all came over to create this feeling of like, yeah, we got all of our stuff. Now, I'm not going to get into a debate about them selling stuff back to us and taking stuff out of the game. I don't give a crap about that game anymore. What I'm saying is, it makes sense. Even if you just look at Fortnite, when people booted up Fortnite on the Nintendo Switch and none of their skins were there, they were like, what the frick? I have a Fortnite account. I think people view their Warzone account in a similar way. I have a Warzone account. Everywhere I go, all my Warzone stuff is there. Windows is such a bloated mess because it has legacy support for things written for previous versions of Windows. If they just cut off old software, they could produce a much cleaner product. Oh, for sure. Not sure how that works, but people spent a lot over the years. As someone who only bought one Warzone Battle Pass in Season 1, that I didn't spend anything else, I think they should try to compensate people who spent a lot on the bundles. That's what I'm saying. At the very least, I could see Warzone 2 saying, all right, listen, we had to rebuild the game. this game's going to last a lot longer. And because we had to rebuild the game, that stuff just has to get left behind. You can't bring your skins over. But we want to show our appreciation for your support of the game. If you ever spent a dime in Warzone 1, we have a legacy pack, we have a veteran pack, a whatever you want to call it pack to give to anybody who spent money in Warzone 1. So you jump into Warzone 2 and you've already got some stuff to mess around with, equip, and customize. I actually think that's in everybody's interest. It makes the players feel like, okay, they're kind of meeting us in the middle, and it would probably help Warzone 2 sell more skins. Because now you got people coming over and being like, well, at least they're giving me something, and oh, these skins are pretty cool. Oh, now I might want to buy something else because my friend's using the same skin. Everybody's using the same 5 skins. It might actually work as far as like promoting the store. Infinity Ward ripped the other studios for messing up the mixing codes that weren't compatible and they were putting in there, and they were in different server, and they put them into Modern Warfare server 1 and 2. Not close, but NFT, you don't need NFTs to do this. Nice shirt. Thank you, T Grim. If you guys ever like my shirt, always remember to check out 80stees.com. That's where my shirts come from, and use code Lono for 30% off. They also could give people free battle passes and credits. Doesn't have to be skins. It's the same. Having a great experience with it. What are you guys asking about? Oh, Windows 11. Don't buy Windows 11 if you have Windows 10 already. The kernel is supposedly the exact same, only the UI changed. This is still a next-gen game, right? It's going to be on next-gen consoles, Chris, but apparently it was going to be next-gen only, and that's not the case now. That's not the case now. I had to go back to a Windows 7 layout. Can we not send images in here? You should be able to send images, Rad. In live chat. You should be able to. Maybe I need to give mods the ability. For whatever reasons, mods didn't have the ability. I don't know why. Members did and mods didn't. That's kind of weird. We can, you can. I fixed it. Explicit content. No, you're supposed. That's not. You don't send that in live chat. You're supposed to send that in the DMs. You don't send that in live chat. Isn't Windows 11 a free upgrade? It is. It is. I'm a member. Your mod probably overrides your membership, though, Rad. I would think. I don't know. I updated it. You should be able to now. It's not next gen only. There was a rumor that it was going to be next gen only, but they're probably looking at market saturation and saying that would be incredibly stupid. You know what I mean? I get the explicit thing sometimes. Oh, it might have thought what you were sending was explicit. Yeah, sometimes it misfires. I don't know if it like thinks it sees the shape of a body or something and it thinks, you know what I mean? It's not letting me. What are you trying to send? Mods are people too. What's the point of Warzone 2 if it isn't next gen only? Warzone 3 coming soon? Well, no. The point, Robert, is not to go up to next gen, right? The point is to go to a stripped down version of the game that they can debug and fix a lot easier. The challenge that they have had with Warzone, Call of Duty Warzone is like spaghetti code, right? Oh my gosh. That is so cute, Rad. Yeah, it must be misfiring on your baby's head. Like, it just sees a bald head, and it thinks... It must have some kind of a way of detecting if something is... If, like, I guess skin. All it sees is skin, and it's like, you can't post that. Which... I thought you could post explicit stuff in Discord. We probably have to enable that on the server's end. Because there are plenty of Discords out there that... That's what you can go see. So it must be something we would turn off on the server side, which it's probably good that that's on, though. Which is funny that the animated GIF is literally a shirtless Momoa. Skin, round, bald. I wonder what it thinks it is. They think it's a boob. Yeah, they probably think his head is a breast. Yeah, probably. Which is weird, because there's plenty of animated GIFs with those in them. Nook with a $20 tip through Super Chat. That's so generous. Thank you. if Warzone 1 players can play with Warzone 2 players, then with a doubt, everything should carry over. But if this is a new game, I want everything new, meaning I want nothing to do with Warzone 1 players. Yeah, they will not cross over, Nook, at all. Thank you again for the $20 tip. Very generous. I turned the new auto mod stuff on, which limits that to rooms tag does not save for work. Oh, okay. Yeah, you will. Warzone 2 will not be. You will not be playing with Warzone 1 players. That will not be a thing. Completely separate games. So the Entropy Center. 5 minutes of all new warping gameplay. Oh, the Entropy Center looks so good. When's it releasing? Later this year. I'm so freaking tired of that. Oh, I think that game looks so cool. The Entropy Center looks like Portal on steroids. I tried to send a cute thing. It might let me send it. Hang on. It might let me send it. Let me see. Oh, this is going to murder my bitrate. Huge image. We might drop frames. Maybe we might drop frames. It's halfway sent. We haven't dropped a single frame yet. That's actually kind of amazing. Nope. Here we go. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. No, it won't let me do it. That messed with the bitrate for sure. Yeah, it says, the owner of Reforge TV has requested that Discord block any messages that are mostly accurate, so your message has not been sent. Yeah. It won't even let me. I own the server and it won't let me send the image. Sorry, guys. Well, that's a cheap way to boost viewership. Holy frick. I messed with bitrate and look at the viewership. Sorry, I just made a bunch of people probably buffer and refresh. I apologize. We just spiked up to like 450 viewers because of that. That is not what I intended. We didn't drop any frames, though. It just messed with the bitrate. That's funny. That made that many people have to refresh. If this is genuine and that many new people just came storming in, Jiminy Christmas, we are talking about the Warzone 2 release date and what it means. It's been leaked. The Call of Duty Warzone 2 leak is November the 16th, which is a Wednesday. That's what we've been reporting on this morning. We've been debating whether or not people should expect skins to come over into the new game. And whether or not they should expect, their accounts to, carry over into the new game. No frames dropped, plug the roast. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Like, literally, the bitrate fluctuating made our viewership spike. That's kind of weird. I can't post pics in the Discord now? Yeah, no, sorry. I've never had to refresh with any stream over the years. Yo, what's good, Pure Lyshin? How are you? Maybe you should mess with the bitrate more often. I know. Chimney Christmas, I like that. Nobody's complaining, so I don't know. I don't know what that was. Maybe that was a genuine viewership spike. If you're new and just got here, it's free to subscribe and it enables you to talk in the chat. Let us know if you just got here. I don't know why we would suddenly be getting that big surge of a viewership. Yo, what's good, Zed? Gaming, how are you? I would like to keep my point, though, too, and buy new skins. Yeah, I mean, you look slightly out of focus. Oh, it might be. Yeah, hang on. The autofocus might have gotten funky. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's better. The issue with like wanting to buy new skins, I do think sometimes people approach that situation and they like I do. I think sometimes people approach that situation and they say, I like to be on a new account. Start fresh. It like motivates them to buy new stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you like my profile pic? Yeah, it's great, Byron. Just got here. What's good, Sweet Fear? Good to see you. I'm not sure what that was because, yeah, now we're back down to the 350s. Yeah, that was clearly me messing with the bitrate that did that. So I'm not going to do that again. We lost a lot of viewers with me doing that. I wish the skins would carry over, but that's the most consumer-friendly option. It may upset people, but they'll still sell a lot of cosmetics in the new game. Well, and I wonder if it would be counterproductive, right? I wonder if it would be counterproductive to do that, because then everybody's going to come into your game and be like, well, I don't need to buy anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to buy anything. I already have a ton of skins. You might start to feel like you have like a count bloat. You know, like, yeah, I've already got 10 to 20 skins. Why would I need to buy any more? Can we talk about Warzone 2 being separate from Modern Warfare 2? Yeah, I don't think that's weird at all. They've been doing that for a while. They silo the games. They silo them, and it seems to work. If you want the more traditional Call of Duty experience with a campaign and stripped down arena gameplay, stripped down arena gameplay, you got Modern Warfare 2. And that gives them an esports platform. You can't do esports in Battle Royale. Nobody's managed to pull it off yet. So, Warzone comes out. It's not a title that you purchase. Free to play. Big giant funnel. Tons of people, jumping in and playing. It makes sense. Blackout was an alpha. Warzone 1 is a beta. Warzone 2 is the full release. PUBG has a big esports scene. Yeah, it's trash. There's been nothing. I'm not saying it doesn't have it. I'm saying Battle Royales are always criticized. We're hemorrhaging viewers again. YouTube is effing up once again. Jiminy freaking Christmas. I'm sorry. I don't like complaining. I did my best not to complain about it yesterday, but YouTube's got to get their act together, man. Jiminy freaking Christmas. If you're having to refresh, I apologize. It is not me. The reason it frustrates me is I don't want a new person thinking that it's my fault, because they don't know. They just know, I tried to watch this guy and it kept buffering. I try to let people know when it's happening, because it's like, it's not me. It's a YouTube thing. I am really sorry. Everything is fine. There's no way me doing that 5 minutes ago is still having an effect. This was happening yesterday. If you're getting buffering, skipping, or audio problems and you're having to refresh, I apologize. That is not on my end. Robert says, I don't mean silos. I mean not being to connect like how it is currently. The battle passes for both games and has the same gun level progress. Oh, I see what you're saying, Robert. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, so you're saying that the Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2 should be separate or should not be separate? PUBG was fun for 10 minutes. I disagree with the esport in BR, because Minecraft has the Minecraft Championships, and they do it all the time with Minecraft BR. Well, I mean, plenty of Battle Royales. Saying that there's an esports scene doesn't mean that it's not hotly debated and that a lot of organizations avoid it. How many of the big name esports orgs have teams in PUBG and Minecraft, right? And then they have them in CSGO, they have them in Valorant, they have them in Call of Duty, right? I'm not saying there's not an esports scene, but there's plenty of teams and organizations that just avoid those. They're like, it's a bunch of a freaking RNG. The pros don't like it. They don't want to play a game where, oh, you beat me because you got a level 4 gun and I'm running around with a level 2 gun. Oh, you beat me because you have level 3 armor and I have level 2 armor. They don't like it. That was one of the first things I highlighted in Apex. You know, it was so funny. I was told I didn't know what I was talking about, and that's just how these games go. And lo and behold, they got rid of it. It would Doc Disrespect zeroed in on the same thing. PUBG is mechanically excellent. Bring out a polished, good-looking version of PUBG, it would be huge. Will I be streaming QuakeCon at 1 p.m. Eastern? No. Both Apex and PUBG have big orgs. We're passing in the night here. Battle Royales have always struggled in the esports arena because of the RNG. If you want to try to pretend that Call of Duty BR versus Call of Duty Arena, which is more likely to have a really, really great ravenous esports scene, that's the point that I was making. You guys are missing the forest for the trees. Stripped down arena gameplay is where the esports scenes generally gravitate. Whether it's Valorant, CSGO, Call of Duty, historically Halo, that it's more controlled environment, and teams and players tend to like it more, right? Like, you look at the history of PUBG Esports, there's a freaking guy that won a tournament, and he spent what did they do? They did the math. He spent like 70% of his time floating in water. That's the dumbest, most non-invigorating content you could possibly stream. If you're just tuning back into the PUBG quarterfinals, here's our leader in the tournament, Technoman, and Technoman is floating in the water. He's been here for about 20 minutes. Navigating that RNG of the zone is just riveting content. Like, it's not nearly as good, was the point that I was making. What about Fortnite then? Fortnite has literally done everything they could to not fall into like a super esports sweaty thing. They do the cup qualifiers. They've left all the RNG. They disrupted tournaments with random items. Oh, you're having a tournament? Yeah, we just added the boombox. Oh, you're having a tournament? Yeah, we just added a sword. Oh, you're having a tournament? Yeah, we just added the max. Like, the pros and the orgs got so irritated with that nonsense. Like, you're going to try and educate me on Fortnite esports? I shoutcasted that game professionally in New York. Like, that game was consistently complained about by pros, and it was consistently complained about by viewers, because the build meta, it was a snooze fest. It was people sitting in boxes. It was an absolute snooze fest. I don't care what you think about Keemstar. His Friday Fortnite was the best format for that game. It was fun. It was enjoyable. It was entertaining. It was high energy. It was high action. And the build meta was non-existent. Or it certainly wasn't what it turned into when the pros started playing it in actual tournaments. So, yes, strip down, arena games do way better for esports. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 will likely have a very strong esports scene, and Warzone 2 probably won't. Am I streaming Gamescom next week? Yes. Rob V with the brand new membership. Enjoy the dope badge and emote. You're dope and deserve dope stuff. Welcome on in, Rob. What would you suggest for fun and great content? What do you mean? With respect to what? Love the content here. Well worth the $5. Thank you. Who else wants to jump in with Rob here? Rob says it's worth the $5. Who else wants to become a member? Spend the $5, jump in. Let's get a member train without gifted members. Let's see if we can actually do that. I want to see if it's possible. I want to see some gray names jump in the pool. PUBG's great if you're 60. I mean, that's not that. No, PUBG is incredibly popular and prints money. PUBG Mobile is a dadgum cash cow. What are you talking about? PUBG does not appeal to the old generation. PUBG appeals to a very broad and very lucrative audience. Leading is fine. I play Tarkov, BF4, probably top 100 longest moving shot in Tarkov. PUBG bullet lead is unrealistic, below 10 feet. Narwaffle jumping back in as a member. That counts. That counts. That counts for the member train. Narwaffle jumping in. Me and Smash in extreme agreement right now. I'm not saying you have to like PUBG, but it's undeniably a popular game. Like, what do you mean? They need a 2? I would say PUBG, a PUBG 2 with a better engine would be good, but the mobile game is it's just stupid how successful that is. McGorn McGoogle's going to keep the member train going. Jumping back in, hitting 15 months. Thank you so much. Have you seen Dr. Disrespect's new game? C-Dome has a great video on it. We covered it here. We have a great video on it. We have a great video on it. Walking canes take up too much inventory in PUBG. That's right. That's right. If you guys are just tuning in, Call of Duty Warzone 2 release date was leaked. It's apparently November the 16th, which is a Wednesday. We're theorizing that that's early access for anybody who owns or has purchased Modern Warfare 2. And we're kind of talking about BRs versus Arena and Esports right now. Fortnite Zero Build takes the cake for me over PUBG. Agreed. There's rumors that there's going to be a first-person mode for the Zero Build, which I would love. I would really love to try that out. It would get rid of 3-peaking. It would really, really make that fun. We're not saying it's not popular. We're saying it's the most sluggish-feeling FPS out there. I'm not going to get in a debate about how the game feels. I meant the movement is slow and sluggish. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get in debate about how the game feels. I thought you were talking about, like, its actual appeal. Like, what gaming demographic does it appeal to? That's what I was, engaging with. Sven says, the devs also said that the reason things like live events and ranked mode and map rotations don't exist in Warzone 1 is because the game is so bloated, they don't even know where the bugs originate half the time. They said that Warzone 2, they could make it rival games like Apex and Fortnite in terms of the comp scene and quality of life. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Battlegrounds currently has PUBG currently has 341,000 people playing it, so that's not even mobile. Like I'm saying, it's a popular game. That was the point that I was trying to make. I was simply saying in the esports realm, battle royales they've struggled a little bit. The viewership, the orgs, the pros, the criticism, the debates about RNG, Arena. The reason I said this is like Modern Warfare 2. Arena is just built for esports almost every time, whether you're playing Valorant or CSGO or, I honestly feel like they were trying to do that with Apex Arena. They were trying to build something that would be more suited for esports. Because I think that the common struggle with the BR and the RNG and the map and the zones, I think the pros and the orgs, they buck up against it. Valorant and CSGO are not arena shooters. Yes, they are. Like, you would describe Valorant as a tactical arena shooter. It's not a BR. You're in an arena every time. Just because it's tactical doesn't mean it's not an arena. It's an arena. It's a set map. Arena versus BR doesn't have to be Quake versus PUBG. You can refer to CSGO and Valorant as arena and not be, like, denying the fact that they're tactical games. They're tactical econ-based games, but they're still arenas. You're in a set contained map. I usually agree with Smashville, but today I have to block him. Arena is designated as a game type as a power-up on the map. I mean, I'm not saying that arena shooters aren't traditionally associated with games like Quake and Halo, where there's things that you can pick up on the map that turn the tide of the map, right? I'm not saying that. But I'm saying arena can also be descriptive of it. What would you call a 6v6 small map then? Arcade? Arcade also then is not commonly used in that way either. I feel like there's a range of meaning with arena. And I was specifically targeting like contained map where symmetrical a lot of the times. A lot of arena maps are symmetrical versus a battle royale where the map is huge and there's RNG. They're squad-based tactical shooters. Arenas, Halo, and Quake. Okay, well, within the conversation, what I said made sense. I wasn't misclassifying the games. I was comparing games that have arena maps versus battle royale maps. Like, yes, if we want to drill down and get super distinct, yes, CSGO and Valorant would be called squad-based tactical shooters. We were speaking more within the realm of like, these games are arena-size symmetrical maps. This is a battle royale with RNG. And generally, the pros and the orgs prefer the contained arena versus the battle royale. I don't know what other word to use when contrasting those two things. This is a contained arena. This is a giant map with RNG. Yes, arena shooters are traditionally going to be your Quakes and your Halos, where you pick something up and it's a quad damage, and then that changes the course of the game. Yeah, I was more making like the map distinction. Multiplayer versus BR. Yeah, but that's so non-distinct. Like, the point I was making was, I wasn't trying to make an argument that these are arena shooters. I was saying, in the realm of esports, it makes sense for Call of Duty to have Modern Warfare 2 with arena-style maps that are contained versus Warzone. Why? Because there's a massive audience for that style of esports shooter content. Rainbow Six Siege is a tactical shooter. Right, but I would still say Siege has maps that are more akin to an arena game versus a battle royale game. The idea being, orgs and pros like the contained arena maps versus the Battle Royale maps, because they can control more of what's going on. They can develop specific strategies for the maps, specific counters and pushes and pinches and collapses. Like, they can do all that because it's a contained map. It's harder to do on a big map where suddenly you're forced to go up on a roof that you don't want to be on because that's the way the zone went. Arena is the universal term for standard 6v6 PvP now. That's what I mean. I feel like arena as a term is kind of evolving. Because, like, when they were referring to Halo as a tight arena shooter, I really do think, like, a lot of people heard that and heard, like, yeah, it's going to be smaller, contained maps and, symmetrical design and two teams going against each other, So, traditional multiplayer versus BR, I don't know. Ask the general public what arena PvP is, they're going to say the same thing. Yeah, like, even Apex Arenas, they named that on purpose. It's like, do you want to play in the big Battle Royale map, or do you want to play in an arena? Like, you know what I mean? I think the general public is seeing it as an evolving term. Guaranteed. There were people in chat that didn't even take issue with what I said until Wheezy came in. Nobody said, those aren't arenas. They knew exactly what I was saying. There was a couple of people that even said, no, those are definitely arena shooters. They were arguing back and saying, no, those are arenas. I think the public is the public is shifting on that because it's a point of contrast that didn't exist until BRs became so popular. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, in the past, we used arena to distinguish between Quake and Call of Duty. Call of Duty wasn't considered an arena shooter because there weren't pickups and, like, bonuses on the map, right? Like there was in Quake 3, where you could pick up the rocket launcher, or in Halo, you could pick up the rocket launcher, and it would change the tide of the fight. But now, there's a new point of contrast. Is it a BR or is it an arena? What am I doing? Am I playing in a contained environment, or am I playing in a big, huge open environment with a zone that's shrinking? Yeah, you control the power weapons. Like, think about it. How else would you contrast those two game types? What's the difference between 6v6 Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and 100 people on a Warzone 2 map? What's the difference? What's the terminology? One's a BR, one's an arena. Right? Is it an arena shooter? Well, no, not really, but you're in a contained arena versus a Battle Royale map versus a big, huge open area with RNG drops and items and an RNG zone movement. I'm telling you right now, I guarantee you a lot of people think arena versus BR. Arcade shooter? Doubt. No way. If we're playing Family Feud, you lose. If we poll the general public, no one's saying arcade shooter versus BR. They're going to say arena versus BR. I'd put money on the table that the general public wouldn't have skipped a beat on what I said. They would have known exactly what I was saying. They'd have been like, yeah, arena versus BR. Makes sense to me, General population is wrong. Well, when gamer colloquialisms evolve and change, it can't really be wrong, can you? Like, when we say RNG, we don't always rigidly mean random number generator. We use RNG as a colloquialism to refer to the randomness of a game. We don't literally mean random number generator every time. We mean it's a random item. It's chance. RNG. RNG is used in a variety of ways now, and it's not literally a random number generator every time that we use it. Yeah, I think for a lot of people, small map is an arena. I've never heard arcade shooter. Yeah, I don't hear people using that term either. I'm not saying that that's not more accurate. I think we might be missing each other here. Arcade shooter might be more technically accurate compared to calling it an arena shooter. So you can be technically correct, but it doesn't matter to a certain degree. You could be technically correct and be like, well, actually, that's not RNG, because RNG means random number generator, and what we use to determine the items on the map is actually an algorithm that's determined by the flow of the map and the heat maps and where generally players land. Like, okay, but I can still call it RNG, right? You could be more technically accurate and call it something else that determines the zone or the items in a battle royale. You could be more technically accurate, but that doesn't mean that when I say RNG, I'm miscommunicating or I'm wrong. Dropping in, landing in one house where one room has loot and one room does not, there's your RNG and BRs. Right, and technically speaking, that may be a random number generator, or it might not be. It might be something technically completely different to achieve that. Stop being pedantic. Yeah, it feels pedantic. I feel like arcade shooter is more in terms of gameplay when referring to Call of Duty in particular, like it isn't super realistic. Yeah, but when I think of arcade, I actually think of Fortnite. Fortnite looks like an arcade game to me. Goofy, casual, cartoonish. Again, it's up to the person that's interpreting it, or it's subjective to the person, right? So, like, when I look at Call of Duty, I don't think arcade, because it looks realistic and the guns look real. The guns are based off of real life. You're carrying an actual gun that exists, an M16 or whatever. And arcade games, I'm like, oh, I'm shooting a watermelon gun. You know what I'm saying? Arcade games, in my mind, are cartoonish, not realistic, not rooted in reality. You know, they're usually rooted in fantasy a little bit. They're silly, they're comic bookish looking, you know. So I would that's why I wouldn't even use that term to refer to Call of Duty. That feels awkward. Like, people in the Battlefield community always called Battlefield games arcadey. Why? That game doesn't feel arcadey at all. It feels kind of serious. Squad base and everything else. I picked up what you put down, said Smashville. To me, it depends on map size. There are too many labels now. It's not realistic compared to a milsim game. Sure. I've always known Call of Duties as arcade, going back to the first Call of Duties. I feel like in recent years when I've covered Call of Duty, I've referred to it as an arena, and no one's ever given me grief. Like, Call of Duty and Halo are considered to be rivals to a certain degree, but we're gonna call Halo an arena because there's drops on the map, and we're gonna call Call of Duty arcade because there aren't drops on the map. You're playing capture the flag in both games. You're playing team deathmatch in both games. Like, they're arena shooters in my mind, right? Now, again, you want to get down and get technically specific and accurate. Yes. Historically speaking, Halo's the arena, and Call of Duty isn't. Sure. But what determines that? Because there's some modes in Call of Duty where there's like a mounted gun, or in World at War there were tanks. Does that suddenly make it an arena? Because there's items I can use on the map that change the flow of the battle? Dude, there were tanks in World at War that were so broken that you won if you got one. I've never heard Call of Duty as an arena shooter. I know I've referred to it as an arena shooter for a long time. Pretty sure I would have said something similar to what Wheeze is saying. It's all about the drops on the map. Yeah, well, Call of Duty had modes where there were drops on the map, weapons on the map, things on the map that you could use to turn the tide of the battle. But it's not arena because it's not always there. There are ways to play Halo where there aren't drops on the map. Do you then refer to those modes as not arena? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, we're getting so hair split on it that it's pointless. It's like we've kind of, sadly, I think we've hurt the topic. This has nothing to do with the topic, sadly. We've kind of drifted so far from COD. Other crews join you. Yeah, Jocko. Yeah. That's kind of our next. That's where we're going next. Okay. Like, I'm moving on. This is just a waste of time. This discussion. Not serving a purpose to split hairs on a comment that I made that was perfectly sensible and made sense to the general audience. Okay. I've got another COD discussion question because we're not doing this. Like, we can't do this for another 20 minutes. It doesn't serve a purpose. But I've got some saved like questions about the actual subject. I've been more stiff on that because it's just a huge turnoff to be down in the muck of a pointless debate when new folks come in about the thumbnail and title that we have. Okay. Sea of Thieves. Okay, I was making sure I copied the right stuff. Subscribers. Anytime. Yeah, we'll go then. All right, let me make sure this thing's going to redirect when we finally shift the gears. Do this, do this, do this. Okay. The list just dropped. No, I won't be trying that game, Leonidas. No interest. The new season being called Last Stand seems to bode well for the supposed November release of Warzone 2. Yeah, I think that they're going to try to tie the two together, right? They'll do the Last Stand, and then there'll be some way that they're picking that up in Warzone 2. If you guys missed the open, if you missed the intro, the Warzone 2 release date leaked, and November the 16th is the supposed release date. And the reason that we think this is likely is it's about 2.5 to 3 weeks after the release of Modern Warfare 2. We're theorizing that the 16th, because it's a Wednesday, is actually going to be early access. Warzone 2 will officially launch on November the 18th is my theory. And if you own Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, you will get early access into Warzone 2. That's what we're thinking. Because they're really going to want to tie the two together and have you own both, playing both. Since Warzone 2 is free, you won't have to worry about that. I hope they bring back Verdansk. I don't think they're going to bring back Verdansk. I mean, they might. There's not much time left to do that before November. There was a pro who played the Warzone 2 map, because there were some Warzone 2 map leaks, and this guy played it, and he said, Metaphor, claimed that the Warzone 2 map plays like a mix of Blackout and Caldera, because people were asking him if it resembled Verdansk, right? So he was like, well, no, the Warzone 2 map plays like a mix of Blackout and Caldera. Could we get 50 more likes on the video? We had kind of a weird blip season there where we lost a ton of people. I don't know how many new people are here that could push it, but we might be able to get 400 likes before we shift gears. I'm worried that Warzone 2 will have hints of Caldera. Worst map in Call of Duty history. I got like a fuzz or something in my mouth. I hate that. My 300 BR wins won't carry over to Warzone 2. Warzone 2 will be a blank slate. I've always just looked at BRs as a mode, a complex mode that added another decision making. I hope Warzone 2 can add even more game modes to the map. I have always said that Call of Duty Warzone really won me over with Plunder, because I'll be honest, I get the people that want to play like the super sweaty, hide in the bush at the end, go for the win. You know, it makes sense, right? Passivity and hiding is a legitimate strategy. I'm never gonna push back and say otherwise and be like, how dare you hide, or how dare you, you know, be strategic in the end. I'm not gonna do that. Like, it makes perfectly good sense. Like, it incentivizes it. The way the game is designed incentivizes it. The way the games are set up, it 100% incentivizes that kind of behavior. But that doesn't mean I have to like it. So I generally avoid those kind of games. I just want to kind of play and laugh. And Call of Duty Warzone Plunder was set up in such a way that you could really just like play with your buds and have fun. And if you had a rough game, if you had a rough time, it wasn't a huge deal. You definitely felt like you were able to, you know, just to keep jumping back in. Even if you don't win, you feel as though like there's always kind of something happening, right? I want to listen to the show. All these morning meetings are boring. The only downside to promotions, more meetings. Yeah, there you go, man. Enjoy that promotion, though, dude. You don't understand all the Caldera hate? Wait, Reforge, next season is Verdansk coming back. I have no idea, Tristan. I have no idea. Because I think they want, I know the community wants Verdansk. I'm sorry. I know people want Verdansk to come back, but they might not want to do that right before Warzone 2. Like, think about it from a psychological standpoint. It might actually really serve their purposes and their aims to not do that. So people just kind of continue to get sick of Warzone 1. They're sick of Call of Duty Caldera. They're just tired of it. And then Warzone 2 is going to look like an oasis of great, fresh, greener pastures fun. You give everybody Verdansk back, and they might be like, well, I don't really feel like switching. All my skins are over here, and all my wins and all my stuff is over here, and I'm just thrilled to see Verdansk return. It's almost like you want people to be sick of Warzone 1 and just kind of like, you know, I'm done. I'm moving on. I'm on to the next. You know? I do. I think people will almost be motivated to play more if they do that. If they don't have 2 large maps and 3 small maps, it's going to be the same gripes that Warzone 1 has in regards to Caldera. So you think they need to come out and have 2 large maps that rotate and 3 small maps? Got to get people to move on. It keeps the game healthy. A real easy way to get people to move on is to slowly allow the previous game. It's like built-in obsolescence, right? When something is built to slowly be obsolete as it ages, and then they need to buy a new one, right? I will be playing Thymesia later, yes. We'll be playing Sea of Thieves first, though. We'll be playing Sea of Thieves first. I got Thymesia on the PlayStation 5. It's already installed, and I got the latest update for Sea of Thieves. So yes, that is the plan. That is the plan. It's going to be a bit of a gameplay day. I expected maybe a slightly stronger turnout for COD this morning, but I think the problem is YouTube is still not putting us in search results very strongly. Like we were this morning, like I felt like we were. Like I went and checked. Like I typed Warzone 2, and we were, yeah. See, we got shoved down. And if we do Warzone 2 release date, yeah, we got shoved down. We're still showing up in search results. I think one of the challenges we've always faced with Call of Duty, there's just really, really big Call of Duty channels, and the lion's share of the audience goes to those guys, gets their news, and then they're good. So they're not even going to see me or click on me. I think that's one of the things that's happened with us whenever we've covered COD, is we're competing with... It's like when we tried to cover the Elder Scrolls Online. It's like we're competing with all these established channels. So there's a giant portion of the interested audience that's like, they've already gotten all their info. They clicked on this homie or that homie who's just all COD all day. So I honestly was like, hey man, Warzone 2 is hot. We got to cover it. there wasn't much else to cover, to be honest. We were thinking about doing the Sony launcher, but then I looked at it and I was like, this thing needs to get more legs. There's not enough here yet. It's unfortunate because ESO would be awesome to talk about. We've got our sights set on new games because when new games come out, like The Descendant is going to be like a new looter shooter, and then all the live service games coming from Sony. Newer games pose a better chance for us to strike and get a lot of people. That happened for us with New World, and it happened for us with Lost Ark because, you know, they were brand new games to this. Well, New World was a brand new game, and Lost Ark was new to this region. And there's no established channels that cover those games just yet. And so we've got our eyes set on those. It's just really, really hard with established franchises. Like Call of Duty is just been around for forever. You're at the top of my search results. Yeah. We're getting better treatment by YouTube today, which is good. We took a week off. If you've never been here before, I was gone last week. And whenever you get back, you kind of have to like earn your stripes. And the core audience has been so ridiculously supportive that we've done just fine, even without YouTube helping us out. Yeah, I saw the message in the Discord, Jocko. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to end up pairing me up with people. Yeah, that's fine. The Descendant looks cool. I'm interested to see how it does that in Arc Raiders. I just need more games to not come out and funnel all of the live viewership to the purple platform because New World and Lost Ark have done that. So it's like, I'm not going to go back to those games. I'm not going to stream those games on a platform that's basically been absolutely ruined. Like, no one's going to come over here and watch. They're just not. Like, and it makes sense. Amazon owns the property. So, like, we need some games to come out that aren't doing that. Like, if you funnel all the viewership over there, I'm not going to live stream your game and cover your game then. Why would I do that? Like, you're funneling the live audience to one platform. So, I literally will walk away from a game that does that. It's not worth my effort. Like, I love doing talk shows, love playing games, and love covering games. But if the developer and the publisher are quite literally opposed to the platform that I'm streaming on, I'm not going to cover the game. Yeah, I'm not going to be playing or covering that game either. It's not really I'm not interested in that game, Kavish. Let's talk about next season, Season 5 Battle Pass. Are you talking about the Warzone Battle Pass? What is it, leaked? I've not seen any Battle Pass leaks. When people go and look for a specific game, they typically already have those creators which they watch. Oh, for sure. We've met some new people today, though, so if you saw me in your homepage, suggest, or search results, and you clicked on me and you've been hanging out and enjoying the content, I am a safe-for-work broadcaster. That's actually kind of hard to find in the Call of Duty market. Like, I'm a safe-for-work broadcaster, so you can put me on in the background of your workday, or if, you know, the kids are in the room, you don't got to worry about me cursing up a storm. So if you've never been here before, be sure to hit subscribe. We do multiple talk shows a day. We'll be checking out Sea of Thieves and Timesia today. They both got some things that launched. Well, Timesia launched, and Sea of Thieves has a new adventure. So the Battle Pass leak for Season 5. Is it controversial? Is it exciting? What's the reason to talk about it? We talked about the stolen skins. Warzone Season 5. Hang on. Battle Pass. It's so hard for me to type on that keyboard. Warzone Season 5 Battle Pass. So it looks like 3 days ago, some people had some videos on it and coverage of it. It's like purple. Black Ops Cold War and Warzone Season 5. Is this officially out, or did this leak, this image? Open image in a new... It won't let me open the image. There we go. Just woke up. You on the background the last couple hours. Thanks, MGene. Yeah, this is the image that I found in Google. This is what I found. So it looks like some kind of maybe a samurai theme. Like what are those called? Kabuki masks or whatever they're called. And then back here, maybe more traditional equipment as well. I'm back. Nice channel. Thank you. That's Cold War. Oh, so that's Cold War. That's not Warzone. Yeah, Warzone Season 5 Battle Pass. Oh, that's an old Season 5. That's old. That's a long time ago. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything. Tools. No, wait. No, I can't limit the search. It should be Vanguard. Oh, Vanguard Season 5. Vanguard Season 5 Battle Pass. No, nothing. There's guys with videos and stuff. There's definitely some videos out there, but I'm not going to pull up some other person's video right now and watch it. We're not doing reaction content today. If you guys are enjoying the content, man, we only need 30 more likes for 400 likes. It's a huge, huge help. Nightingale was delayed for UE5. Here we go again. Here we go again. It's been delayed until 2023 to upgrade the game to Unreal 5. Jiminy frickin' Christmas. I told you, man. I told you. I was like, nothing's making it this year. Very few games. Guys, give me 1 second. Don't go anywhere. While I'm gone, the last question I had for discussion, given the feedback on appearance, okay, Crim6 said that Warzone 2 looks great, but Modern Warfare 2 looked like a mobile game. How important are graphics and appearance for you in a game like Call of Duty? How important is it? I'll be right back. Oh, thanks for sticking around, guys. Just a quick break. Creature said appearance is not important. I would trade it for performance. What exactly is going to come out in October, November, December with all these games getting bumped, right? It's basically going to be Call of Duty and God of War and Skull and Bones. and Callisto Protocol. Weezy says, I don't care about appearance. Like, I always feel like appearance is cool for the first 5 minutes, and then I'm like, I don't care what the game looks like. I need it to run well. I need the bullets to hit. I need to be able to see people. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's always my take on it, is it's pretty for the first 5 minutes, but, like, as an example, when I first got into, like, Battlefield 2042, I was like, oh, this is actually a pretty good-looking game. And then I was like, this game runs like garbage. Who cares about the shadows and the lighting? You know? I don't know. Who gives a rip about that? Skull and Boat. Yeah, Skull and Boat. Oh, some guy left a hint. He left a hint on my Sea of Thieves stream. He said, that it's going to become Sea of Bones. That's apparently what's coming. I have no inside information. I've not gotten anything sent to me, no leaks. But a guy left a comment and he said it's going to become Sea of Bones. And I was like, what? Wouldn't that be crazy if they just totally changed the name of the game? What does Sea of Bones mean? I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea, dude. Sea of Thieves is a way better title. Well, I'm not going to debate that. I'm not going to debate that. I don't believe the insiders because of NDA. Homie, that NDA is so flimsy. Like, you basically just give them your email address and say, yeah, I won't tell anybody. You don't sign on anything. You don't sign anything. You don't give them your real name. So the people that are saying stuff to me, they could literally go and use a burner. They could use a burner, become an insider, get all the info, and then be like, hey, everybody, here's what's coming. You know what I mean? Dead game. Sea of Bones. Yeah, maybe. A total pinky promise. That's right. Sea of Bones. Because PvP trolls won't go play Skull and Bones. Yeah, they're just trying to bite on the Skull and Bones title. You've ever had a lot of Reforge Roads stocked up for the game schedule in February, March? That's what happened this year, right? Like, February and March were huge, and then April, we fell off the face of the earth. We're like, nothing. It's going to be the same way next year. It's going to be the exact same way next year. It's just like, everything's getting bumped to that window. Everything. They should leave it as Sea of Thieves and add a subtitle. I really, really could see it go both ways. Sea of Thieves, Sea of Bones. See, I wonder if it would work in their favor. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wonder if it would work in their favor. Like, people would be more inclined to, like, try it out because they'd be like, yo, they literally changed the name of the game. I don't know. That's just a auto skip intro. Yes. It's just a total theory. Just a total theory. But I wonder if, like, the marketing would make a ton of people come flying back to be like, oh wow, they completely changed the name of the game. At work lurking. What's good, Anodyne? It's on Game Pass. It would never be a dead game. Are you telling me even the devs are tired of the griefers saying it's called Sea of Thieves, brah? Bro, it's called Sea of Thieves, not Sea of Friends. And they're like, all right, you know what? It's Sea of Bones now. Nightingale being delayed makes 61 game delays this year, says Byron. That's a lot of delays. That's a lot of delays. I wasn't trying to be like a doomsayer, but I was telling people, I was like, I think fourth quarter is about to get really thin. Everyone's like, no, we still got this game and this game and this game. And I was like, I think Forspoken's getting delayed. I think Hogwarts is getting delayed. I said, I think anything slated for November and December is precarious. It is shaky. And here we sit. All that's left is Call of Duty, God of War, and Callisto Protocol. There's like nothing left November, December. It's all gone. It all got bumped to February and March. February, March is about to just be a monsoon of games. Like every week we'll have something new coming out to play. What about Gotham? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Hogwarts got delayed. Yeah, it's not coming this year. Next year, February. What's the Gotham Knights release? Yeah, that's October. That's October. My prediction was November, December. Anything landing in November, December is precarious. And that's been pretty consistent. Everything in November and December keeps getting bumped. Stuff in October is a little bit more sure because they could always bump to December and give themselves 2 more months to polish if they needed. Oh, High on Life is October? What got delayed now? Nightingale. I don't even know. Was there a Nightingale release? Or were they was it a generic thing? Yeah, Nightingale just got bumped. We're looking hard to bring you Nightingale in the first half of 2023. They just announced that today. I think their original target was fourth quarter of this year, wasn't it? It was announced in December 9th, 2021. Nightingale will go into early access in 2022 is what they said. And now it got pushed back for Unreal 5. Never heard of it? Yeah, you have. You're just forgetting. We've covered it, Eugene. We've covered it twice now. Hang on. It's the one where you use the cards and you go into random worlds and it's got a steampunk vibe. You've definitely been here for the coverage. Yeah, people kept thinking Ragnarok was going to get delayed. It's got like the guy with the mask usually. Here's my coverage right here. Nightingale big update. See the guy with the mask? And you have like, it actually sounds like a cool concept. You put these cards together and the cards determine the world that you go into. I don't know if there's going to be limitless permutations or not. It was supposed to hit like November-ish. I'm keen for High on Life. It looks fun. It really does. I think High on Life looks like a blast. Dead Island 2 is coming out February, supposedly. I mean, I'd be careful. I'd be really, really careful if I'm Dead Island, because that time of year is about to get real busy. You're going to be competing with Hogwarts. You're going to be competing with Destiny. You're going to be competing with a lot. Jake Lucky tweets about this streamer who beat Elden Ring. She beat Elden Ring boss Melania as a level 1 with just one hand. What a freaking legend. What an absolute legend. All right, let me get these tweets sent out for the next thing that we're doing. Crazy she didn't have any input delay. Yeah, crazy you probably haven't beat the game yet, Abe. Were you thinking about playing Steel Rising in September? Oh, yes. If Steel Rising actually launches in September, I don't know if it's going to. That's an indie title, man. September to December, I'm shaky on every game, but I don't know. We've only seen a couple of things from that game. What, an announcement trailer and then a gameplay trailer? I really am interested in it, though. Okay. You're over here waiting for Silksong news? Yeah. Okay, send. And we'll hit the announcements room. What's going on with Wukong? Wukong is, they've only developed like the beginning of the game. They've not actually done much with it. They're trying to get people to come help with the project. I don't think they have the bandwidth to, it's not going to come out anytime soon. Your Embracer Group bought the rights to make Lord of the Rings games and movies. Yes, I did. I did hear that. I'm level 128 and Melania has beaten my butt for 3 hours yesterday. She's tough, man. Even experienced players can go in there and be completely undone by her. Embracer? I don't even know her. Oh, golly. Well done. Well done. I usually make that joke. Well done, sir. Well done. Very good. She took me 8-ish hours. She took me about an hour because I summoned. She took me like an hour. I just summoned Tiche. Or Tish, or whatever their name is. Yeah. I didn't get to her on my no summons run. I ran out of steam. Fire Giant. Viewership dropped off. The From community abandoned us. They stopped supporting the channel. They stopped tuning in. And I got to the Fire Giant, and I was like, frick this. I was like, I'm out. I literally bailed. I was having fun. And then I wasn't having fun. And it's okay to not have fun and to get obliterated in a game, right? If you're getting obliterated in a game and you're not having fun, people can enjoy it. They can. People were not enjoying my no summons run was not pulling. We basically concluded that the From Software crowd were like, this run is too pedestrian. It's just there's not enough of a draw. Watching a guy do a no summons run was just not that interesting to them. Most people are looking for level 1 naked, you know. They're looking for level 1 naked runs. And, you know, blindfolds and other things. People are like, what is this music? What's happening? I'm going to put a link in chat. This is where we're headed. If redirect doesn't work, click the link in chat. Come hang out. We'll keep talking and chilling. We're going to check out the brand new Sea of Thieves adventure.
Hey, come over here. I have a favor to ask.
Sea of Thieves Adventure is now live in the game, and we're going to be jumping into Sea of Thieves gameplay. It is Sea of Thieves, A Hunter's Cry, which will take us back to the Sea of the Damned, so I am very excited. This is the PvE-only environment that they added with A Pirate's Life when they did the Pirates of the Caribbean. I love this game. I've done a lot of commentary recently on this game. If you want to see my videos about how I'm no longer blaming PvP and calling on for good PvE changes, I've also called for, I reversed my position on PvE servers, so if you're a big Sea of Thieves fan, you might want to check out those VODs. I'm going to end the previous stream and bring people over who were here this morning for the Warzone 2 release date discussion. I'm going to go ahead and end that stream, and we're going to bring people over. Apparently, the first